Hey guys, so we are back. Let me just, so we're back. This round we will be covering Team New Zealand versus Team Queensland. Adam has just gone off to quickly fix a couple of things. He is back. And howdy, Adam.
How today? Today is how?
So yes, this pairings process, let me just bring up the round. So we are following Queensland and New Zealand this round. Let's just...
Shall I bring up the list so we have one less screen to worry about?
Yep, sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a good plan, Adam.
Yeah, probably the best plan.
The
out
bestest.
of all plans, that is...
Eating cold chips is also a
the
good
best.
plan.
Yeah.
Oh no, I changed my mind.
So, for those playing at home, it's worth pointing out that unfortunately the bar has been closed all day. The bar has been closed all day.
Literally. I guarantee you, Team Vic, just by Team Vic by themselves, would have put nearly $1,000 through that bar.
It was the most ridiculous thing this place did, not having a bar.
Yep.
So, what I'm going to do... I'm just trying to see. So Queensland have rocked up, and the Queensland and New Zealand so far have struggled a little bit with actually putting pairings into Down Under Pairings, and it's not because of any technical issues.
I was about to say, is that a technical issue or is that a user issue?
Because they just haven't done it.
Ah.
So they've been putting it into a spreadsheet, and then at the end of the round being like, why can't I put scores in? And it's because you didn't
put it in the thing. The thing that you put the pairings in that does the things for you. Could be handy.
It could be handy.
So what do we got? We have New Zealand. We have New Zealand and we have Queensland. I just need to untangle myself, guys. One sec. That's better. All right, who's with us? We got 13 ladies or gentlemen joining us. All right. So let's see how we do. It might be.
All right, so I believe the issue could be that they actually don't have a device to do it on.
Isn't that a computer?
Yeah, I haven't really questioned that, but sorry? No, it cannot.
No,
not even close. No, seriously.
We can though.
We
got a series of blinks set up.
Yes, so basically neither team have like a tablet or apparently, but you can do it on a smartphone. But
okay.
So I've just lent them on my iPad for this round because they're right in front of us.
Good lad.
And that way it's easy for us to see how the pairings are.
Yeah, well we get something out of it too.
Yep, for sure. All right, so I'm not. We're just waiting for the first put-ups.
If you notice, we have vastly improved the table quality. So we only have a small band of light down the bottom left-hand corner, which should actually move away as the sun moves away and pisses off. What? What's he saying?
He was asking if the stream was on.
Oh, yes, the stream is on.
The stream is on. There's no sound, and no one can really see anyone right now. So we're talking it through.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're looking at some hands and some pieces of paper, and that's it.
Yeah. So we've gone Super Tech, and the window that was causing light issues on the last round, we've covered with a tablecloth.
Stunning ingenuity.
Well, the problem is we set the tablecloth up, and the sun is setting fairly rapidly, and so it's moving.
Well, it turns out the sun moves.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Oh, nice. Stunning. While we're here, we might as well ask you guys to share this around, tell everyone we're back online, and that we're ready to roll for round 3.
And if anyone wants to just give us a quick shout out on the stream chat to make sure their audio and all that jazz is coming through loud and clear. Obviously coming back from a break, we just want to make sure that we have everything turned on at the right levels, which we're fairly comfortable we have. We've come back from a break now twice. Super experienced. All right, so first up, it looks like Queensland have put up their 1,000 Suns, and I have no idea who New Zealand put up. Okay, so I will put in that. Do you want me to put that in for him? I'm not even sure. You know what? I'll leave it with them, and we'll just see how it goes. But basically, we've got no idea how the pairings are going.
It's okay. We'll just wing it.
We'll just wing it.
Fuck it. We'll see
Okay.
you later.
Should we,
We keep getting cheeky
I'm tempted to troll Simon because of how much I love him. And just basically saying, oh, that's a lot of reds. Oh, that's a lot of
Oh,
reds.
geez, man. I'm sure you
So
did
for
the right
those who are
thing there.
unfamiliar or have just joined us and less knowledgeable about team events, basically the way the team events generally work is captains will ask their players to do a traffic light system of the opponent's lists. Effectively, red is a bad matchup, green is a good matchup, orange is it could go either way. And so generally speaking, a red matchup is, surprise, surprise, a bad
thing.
So when you're looking at your pairing matrix, what you want to see is more greens than reds. How's Team Vic doing so far? So JB, what I might do is I might actually come back to a recap of the other teams' previous rounds at the end of this pairing process. If you are impatient, like I know some hobbyists can be, don't forget that you can go to downunderpairings.com. You'll be able to see the ANZ Team Championships event. And you know what? Because I am just that kind of guy, I'm going to send you guys, or put a link in to the leaderboard.
Actually,
So-
I think I need to have a look at to see where my team's going. I haven't checked. We haven't looked at my team or seen how it's tracking.
Yeah, so we'll come back. So what we'll do,
Probably
because this
bad.
pairing process is going to be a
full
dog's
swing,
breakfast.
yeah.
No, it's going to be a dog's breakfast because they're not updating it, and it's
Yeah.
hard to hear them. So what I might do is a quick recap of the leaderboard. So hold on to your hats,
geez.
guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Okay. So our super technical. Seriously, guys. Yes. So our super high tech tablecloth has just come down. So we're just propping it up with more electrical tape because that's how we roll. Yes. So hold on to your hats, guys. So the current team leading the ANZ Team Championships, the only team on 2 wins, is the Merc team. So the Merc team, who before this event have never won a round, are currently winning it. Team New South Wales is coming second on 195 battle points. Team Vic on 175, Team Queensland on 160, and Team WA on 158. So there are 4 teams tightly packed around the same number of battle points on 2 wins. And we also have the New Zealand team who are on 2 losses and 67 battle points. So after seeing the results from Vic versus WA in the very first round, we, being Vics, were a little concerned that potentially Vic was out of the running. However, I think it's anyone's game, so anyone's event. So at this stage, WA though, while they've only won 1 round, they've lost 2. Sorry, they've lost 1. They have played the 2 probably best teams outside of themselves. So the remaining 3 games for WA are going to ease up, whereas for Vic and Queensland, they're going to get harder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, as I said, anyone's game. But let's take a look at the leaderboard for the Dream Teams.
Denise, table 1.
So on 332 Dream Team points, Ben Rigby. So he's smashing it.
Am I last?
Hold on, I'm just going to love you and leave you.
Adam Camilleri is last. That is so good. I'm so happy that's happened. For those who don't know, I went out of my way to pick the most eclectic kind of random people to be in my dream team. Like I took the Berserkers and the double relic Spartans. I took the guy with the 100 Gene Stealers. I took just all the wonky stuff like the Necron lists, and I am dead last. And I'm proud of that.
Can I just point out, Matt Antonello is fucking rock bottom as well. Jeez.
Has anybody spent less points than me?
So the lowest number of ranking points, Simon looks like he got 2,000.
Yeah, Simon's only got 2,000.
So basically we've got Ben Rigby on 332 down Dream Team points, Peter Sutton on 324,
Sortner.
Simon Goichvig
And
on
I think
290.
Peter's watching, if we know. So, Peter, good job. Your dream team is coming up schmick. Well done.
Yeah, it's a solid effort. Oi, Camille, it's not too late to put Eric and I in your dream team.
I don't want you, mate.
Uh,
Shit, I couldn't be doing any worse with him in there. You're not playing. We got the guys I have got in there. I don't get any points anyway.
See, Dad knows best. Yes, Dad. So
I'm guessing that's
Sonia.
that's Sonia.
Sonia is giving a bit of a shout out to Simon. Who has been nicknamed Dad for a number of events.
Hey, Simon. Sonia says you suck.
So Sonia, Simon is literally just in front of us. Is there anything you would like us to tell him?
He's within arm reach, and he's concentrating very hard. So I have many things to throw at the back of his head, but I'd need your permission first.
Swolduck says we would be doing just as good as Morrisoli. So for the record, if we look at my dream team, Morrisoli is on -7 dream team points.
Every other person in your team is positive points.
Yeah, my dream team, is absolutely smashing it. With the and Matt Morrisoli is dead weight. Now Matt Morrisoli was my most expensive.
He ranked the best player,
and he's screwing me over. Although that being said, this comes back to my point I made earlier. The players put an army list down.
Yeah.
And they might not play that list. So I've been screwed by Vic because Morrisoli was not playing the list.
No, what that
I
was
thought he was going to be playing.
And the Smash captains. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Have a look at mine. Please have a look at mine.
Yes, let's have a look at yours.
Let's have a look at Adam's.
All right, so for those that are interested, I'm just putting a link to my dream team in the chat. And let's go to rock bottom Adam Camilleri.
Yes. Yes.
And we'll link his in there as well. So Adam Camilleri has only got 1 on negative points, but there's a couple that
Tim Rosenberg is paying out a premium.
Yeah, he almost was in my team. I was so close to putting him in.
Dave Humana's doing respectable. Where's Denise? Denise right in front of me. He's on 8 points. I think he's only got. He hasn't won a game yet.
I can tell you. So,
I think he got 20. I think he got like 4 points out of his last game. You're in my dream team. You're plus 8 points, mate.
So he was tabled in 1 round. So he lost you 5.
Yep.
He's got a grand total of 4 battle points. He was a first defender, and yeah, it looks like that's pretty rough.
That's pretty rough.
Although Matt Morrisoli's in negative.
-7, man.
-7.
Best player in Australia. -7.
So the worst ranked dream team player.
This is going to be rough.
Matt Morrisoli on -7. The next is Robert Horton on -5.
Nice.
The best ranked dream team player. All right, let's have a look at that. So
Liam
we've got
Hackett on 70. What a 75. Richard Owen.
75.
Who's Richard Owen playing for?
Richard Owen is the Merc team.
What's he playing?
Oh no, so he's the Merc team. He's playing Knights, I think.
Ooh, nice.
So he's been smashing it.
Absolutely.
He's double VP'd categories multiple times. He's slayed Warlords, keeping his alive. Yeah. Swolduck says Morrisoli's off the ETC team. How can you find the current ranking of the dream teams? Okay, so if you go to the Down Under Pairings page, you can go to the leaderboard for... Actually, you know what? Hey, there you go, Jared. It's in the chat. Hit that link.
Hit it. Hit it twice.
Hit it.
Oh, man.
And a quick shout out, Jared. So, Jared, you are currently 14th out of 21.
Sorry, you're doing better than
But there's quite a few, really, like it's relatively tight to begin at the moment, especially in that midfield.
Well, yeah, there's 6 points separating first and second, but then there's a bit of a drop. There's about, it's 34
first
points.
and second, so Ben Rigby and Peter
Sortner, you guys are
they're
both
well ahead.
rocking it.
All right.
Yeah, big drop off.
Let's go back to the pairings and see if they've actually paired. Oh.
Yes. We haven't got table 1 has not been taken yet, so we still don't know what game we're going to be showing you guys.
Yes. So so far we had Queensland put up their 1,000 Suns list by Liam. So we've just been given a bit of a time update. So Queensland and New Zealand have paired 4 out of their 8, and they're up to pairing 5 and 6. And there is currently they've gone over the pairing time, so they're now eating into their game time.
Yes.
So for those that have watched the previous game so far, our first game that we watched, I believe the pairing process heavily ate into the game time.
I believe so. And
so
yeah,
while the game times were 2 hour 45,
yep,
they weren't actually 2 hour 45. So because what happens is there is effectively 3 hours up for grabs.
Yep.
15 minutes is allocated to the team pairing process, which is what we're looking at right now, and 2 hour 45 is the game time. So what we're seeing is that the captains are eating into their game times, which is severely...
to be honest, I don't think 15 minutes is long enough for pairings. I mean, ETC, they give us half an hour.
Yeah, it was discussed.
That's a little bit more than adequate.
This is the thing I find interesting. So, all right, so we discussed dropping the points to 15 a while back. Sorry, the pairing times to 15. It's jumped between 15, 20, and half an hour. It's varied over the years. I can't tell you the reasoning behind why we decided to go back down to 15 minutes.
Yep.
But we did. And what I might suggest is if we can find the time, I don't know if there is the time tomorrow, but potentially look at extending that. But it's a little hard because if you've got time constraints, it should be there the whole time.
Yeah, I agree.
But that is one of the reasons why we see a lot of these games not completing their games naturally. It's because they don't actually have 2 hours 45.
Yeah,
a number of the games
end up having 2.5 or 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Or 220 even, which is pretty poor. So we still don't have table 1 picked, but we do have Alistair up for selection. He's the gentleman we watched played before. So fingers crossed we don't see him play again. Just because
only saying that because we've just watched him.
Yeah.
No, I would say the same about Jeremy and Matt Ed, as well as was it Michael Horton? Matt Horton? It was a Horton. It was David Horn. I wasn't even fucking close. I was close-ish. All right. So we have been streaming, guys, for 7 hours and 53 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yes.
Have we got any stats on this stream? Can you bring any of that up?
What would you like to see?
Just what we've got. What sort of stats we have?
I'm not logged in as us. I'll log in.
Oh, you're not logged in as us? Yeah. Just log in as us. Come on, man.
Don't put me under pressure.
Actually, no. If you log in as
I might kick us off. Yeah, would I kick us off?
Well, I can bring that up here. Probably.
But yeah, 7 hours streaming, and we've got at least another 2 hours in us, if not 3. We're going to end up doing probably 10 hours of streaming today, with another 10 to come tomorrow.
It'll be slightly less tomorrow because we've got 2 rounds. But we're super excited. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this.
Yes.
Just having a butter menthol because hey, shout out to Luke and Liam on the Queensland team. Queensland MVPs will back-to-back
20s.
With back-to-back 20s.
Nice.
Solid effort, guys. Solid effort.
So is that Luke Pearce? I think that's Luke Pearce he's talking about. And I don't know Liam's last name. Is that Liam
Hackett? ! Info.
Liam Hackett.
I'm assuming that's something we can do in Twitch that we don't know about.
Okay. We're still... Yeah, let's try that. Check that in. See what happens.
That didn't do anything,
guys.
Anything.
You've fooled us.
I have no idea. No idea what that means.
You look like fools. I resent you now. You tricked us.
They tricked us. Luke Baby Daddy Pearce.
Luke Baby Daddy. Yeah, it's Luke Pearce and Liam Hackett. So that's Liam who's been playing 1,000 Suns.
Sorry? Yes.
Yes.
There's no sound. Big Daddy.
Huh?
Big Daddy. So for those playing at home, Sonia, you'll be happy to know that you'll be getting to watch your husband play.
Huh?
Let us know if there's anything you want us to say.
So this is Simon Gonkovic?
Gojkovic. All right, we'll get there.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
some variant of what I just said.
All right. So, stream summary. This looks exciting. So we have an average of 14 viewers from the last stream. I don't know if that's this stream or not. We have a maximum. The most we had at one time was 23. We've had 129 unique viewers.
Nice. That's pretty good.
23 unique chatters. So for those that are joining us in the chat, feel free to give us a shout out because you'll bump up that number. From this stream alone, we've got 13 new followers. We've got some interesting peaks. It'll be really interesting to see when people dropped off. My guess is around the breaks.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Well, it's getting on back over on the East Coast. It's going on 9 o'clock. It's 20 to 9. So some people are winding down or going out for their Saturday night.
No, it's East Coast. It's 6:40.
Oh, true. I keep looking.
You've looked at your clock on your laptop, which is still in
now.
Melbourne time.
Never mind.
Yep.
All right, let's go through these lists of who we've got. Who is playing?
All right,
Simon.
so just they're just finishing the pairings.
Yeah, who's playing Simon? What's his name?
I'm not actually. Oh, it's Brendan D. I think.
What's that? Is that good or is that bad?
Brendan's good. Brendan's
sweet.
good. This is going to be a good game.
Sweet.
Two top players. Did you want to give them a chat about the?
Yeah, I'll go tell them about the dice and a little setup. Just pull the. Actually, I'll turn this off. Just pull the list up there while we're doing. Go back.
All right, so we're still getting some of these pairings coming through. Almost there. So hopefully shortly we'll be able to give you some of those pairings and such. But let's go through the table that we know. So Simon from Queensland, team captain, is playing Brendan D with Drukari from New Zealand. If I go to Simon's list, basically we've got battalion of Frozen Star Harleys, so Shadowseer, Solitaire, 3 units of 5 troop. We have another battalion with Troopmaster, 3 units of 5 troops, and then we have an outrider of a Shadowseer, 6 Skyweavers, 3 units of 6 Skyweavers, all with Haywire cannons. I'm just going to unmute Adam now that he's back.
Hey.
All right, so that is the Harley list.
So it's got a lot of haywire.
A lot of haywire.
A lot of
walking dudes, though.
Yeah, you got a lot of foot dudes. Interesting list. We know Simon's good. We know Simon's one of the best players in the country.
So Brendan is playing Drukari. And he's got... Did you want to go through... we'll go through his list real quick.
I'll go through it. Yep. He has a Spearhead detachment of Cabal the Black Heart. I bet you can guess what's in here. Got an Archon, 3 Disintegrator Ravagers, and then 2 Razorwing Jet Fighters. Or with Disintegrators as well. Disintegrators and the Splinter Rifle. Then he has 4 Raiders with Disintegrator Cannons for dedicated transports in that Spearhead. And then he has a Battalion detachment, which is Cabal the Ascidian Rose, which I think is the plus 6 inches on your range, and which is why I think he's got blasters in there, which are quite good.
He's taking blasters on his Archons as well.
So that turns him to, I believe, 30 or 36 inches.
I don't know.
Quite good. So he's got 2 Archons with blasters and Huskblades. He's got 4 units of 5 Cabalites with a blaster and a Phantasm grenade launcher. For a bit of, they've got a bit of morale shenanigans in that, but it's not going to be that relevant against Harlequins.
Yep.
It's more relevant against things like conscripts and big blobs and stuff. And then he has a Drukari Cult of the Red Grief, which I believe is the advanced charge.
That's super quick.
Advanced charge and reroll charges one. And in there he's got 2 succubuses, 3 units of witches with Shardents and Impalers, and then he's got 1, 2...
3 units of 3 Reavers.
I think he's got 4.
You can't.
Of course you can't. He's got, 3 units of 4 Reavers. So we can see what the plan is there.
3 units of 3 Reavers.
No, he's going to arena champion for the fourth one.
That's just telling you that there's the upgrade. That's 3 units of 3.
There you go. Yep. So they're going to move in advance...
A billion inches.
They're going to be able to charge turn 1. The thing is, though...
you put him on the chair, and I believe it slid off the chair.
We didn't touch him.
Alright.
It was there. So those Reavers are going to move extremely fast. I'm guessing he's just got those there to tag shooting units and tie them up. Problem is, though, the Harlequins don't care about being tagged. They don't really care at all about being any of those things. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting game because I'm not sure either of these lists are against their optimum opponents, but they're both played by quality players.
Yep.
So I'm
Agreed.
quite interested in this. This might be the best game of the stream. Unfortunately, I've just noticed something. We've streamed 3 games, and in all 3 games we've had some form of Space Elf.
Fucking Space Elves.
First
Fucking
game was
Space
Ynnari,
Elves.
second game was Dark Elder. This game is Dark Elder versus Harlequins. So, they're everywhere, aren't they? Damn Space Fairies. Alright, predictions right now. I know Simon and how Simon plays. I don't know this other bloke. On paper, Simon has a lot of haywire.
Brendan is a wild card. I'll tell you why he's a wild card. It's because he's got no games on Down Under Pairings.
We do not know how good he's going to go.
But to give you some context, so it looks like he's lost both of his games so far. So round 1 was played against Adeptus Custodes from New South Wales.
That's not a good matchup for him.
And he got 20'd.
Yeah.
And then round 2 he played against Richard Owen's Imperial Knights.
That's
and
not
got
a good one either.
16-4.
Okay, so the way I'm seeing this right now, Simon has a godload of haywire.
Alright, so Swoldark, he says, come on Big Daddy, bust out the big dick of Queensland and bend those boats over the table.
Wow.
Okay.
He's a classy man.
He's a classy man, but hey, I'll let him know. Simon, just so you're aware, Waldock says, come on Big Daddy, bust out the big dick of Queensland and bend those boats over the table. Okay.
Verbatim.
That is verbatim. He will try his best.
So the way I see this going,
and Big Header says, yeah, go out, Big Daddy.
this is very much a turn 1 game. Disintegrators.
Stay classy, San Diego. All right, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat.
You are.
But no, hey,
totally
that's
need
the whole
to
point.
Calm your jets. Bring it
Calm
back.
the jets. All right.
It is pretty funny though. So I think Haywire demolishes this Dark Elder army, but Disintegrators eat this Harlequin army. So yeah, Disintegrators versus Skyweavers is pretty good. And the Skyweavers are the thing that
how many wins is Skyweavers?
3 wins.
Dizzy's a D.
Just 2 damage each.
Oh.
But there's just a lot of shots.
It's a lot of shots, but I mean, I hate shooting damage 2 weapons at 3 win models.
The thing is,
feels
though,
like a waste.
Simon without the Skyweavers can't win.
Yeah, sorry. So Swoldark, if you guys can all see his.
Yeah, you guys can see. We don't need to repeat this.
I don't have to repeat everything he's saying. But keep chatting. I love your work. Yes. So it looks like we're just doing some objective placement.
Yep. We're ready for the mission. I totally forgot about the mission.
Missions. Jeez.
It is Simon on the stream. He will be playing the Harlequins.
So deployment is Dawn of War. Eternal War is Scorched Earth. So that is it is all markers 1 to 6, and basically each player scores 1 VP at the end of their turns for each objective marker they control. However, if any objective marker is within the enemy's deployment zone, it's worth. You can choose to raise it if you control it. Doing so scores you 2 victory points instead of 1, but that objective marker is then no longer scoring points for Eternal War.
So naturally, for good players, what this automatically makes you do is deploy no objectives in your deployment zone.
I've just had a request for time, so bear with me, guys. So time is
2 hours,
28 minutes and 34
seconds. So if you go
to 2:28,
if you go 74, so that's 74 minutes each. Yeah, 1:14. Yeah.
Yep.
So Simon's decided to use a chess clock for his game. Totally in his rights, and I don't see any reason not to. I think these will be 2 pretty fast armies.
Yep.
I think playing them slowly will be pretty obvious to everybody.
Yep. So Maelstrom War is tactical escalation, maximum of 3 cards scored per turn. So that's where you generate tactical cards up to the current battle round, and both players announce their tactical priority objective type.
Yep.
And that will score an extra VP or diminished points when discarded, starting with the player that goes first.
It scores you 1 more point than it says on the card, but if you discard it, it costs you 1 point from your pool.
Okay, and in the same kill points, First Blood, Slay Warlord, Linebreaker.
Yep, and what's the deployment map for this one?
Dawn of War.
Dawn of War. It's nice and simple.
And that is the mission in a nutshell. We've got the lists. We've got the pairings. They're going to keep doing their deployment. So what I thought we might do is give a quick recap of maybe some of the other rounds.
So we just had a question here. Big Head, yes. Big dice will be their victory points. Their combined Maelstrom and kill points together will be the big dice. The little dice below that is how many command points they have.
Yes. So Simon is the blue dice, and Brendan is the green dice. Now we will periodically be updating the scoreboard in the bottom right-hand corner. However, yes, in the times where we haven't updated it for whatever reason, because hey, it's human and things
10 hours. Piss off.
Yep.
That sun is just going to be smashing us. Shade. Look at it.
More shout-outs. Sonia says the kids are cheering for you.
She was actually lying. They want you to lose. They think you're a terrible father.
Swolduck, can you let us know who Luke and Liam are playing? So Luke is playing Heretic Astartes, and he is playing Alistair, who was just on the stream.
That's the 3 Baneblades.
Yes, the 2 Shadow Swords and a Stormlord.
Yep.
And who was the other one? It was
Liam Hackett playing Thousand Suns versus Corey Buchanan also playing Thousand Suns. Now, that's pretty interesting. Corey Buchanan was the guy who played the Nids on the table next to us during our last stream. And we were talking about their list and how they were doing. I believe he lost that game, Corey Buchanan. Can you click on that? Because we were following that game, but we never gave you guys the result.
So let me just dive on into Corey's results. So Corey lost.
Yeah. So he lost his last game versus Tyrannus.
Round 1, he got he got 0 battle points against Chaos Demons.
Yep.
Against Christopher Wright, who is probably the top New South Wales player.
Yeah, he is.
And Thousand Suns. In the last round, he played the Tyranids, where he got 16. He lost 16-4.
Fair enough. And we know Liam hasn't dropped a game yet. He's got 2 20s, so you could probably back him in that situation.
Oh, definitely.
Can we do the same for...
Well, that being said, depending on how close their lists are, mirror match games...
Very swingy.
Well,
let's have a look. Let's have a look at those lists, because that is Thousand Suns versus Thousand Suns. I think that's worth having a gaze, see what the discrepancies are.
So Liam's list is Ahriman, Double Demon Prince, then Demon Prince Sorcerer, Zangors, and then Renegade Armigas. And then Corey's list...
I think Corey's got Magnus.
Sorcerer, Cultist...
100 Cultists?
100 Cultists.
3 Demon
3
Prince,
Princes, Ahriman and Magnus. So they are not the same list.
No, they're not the same list at all. So shooting-wise, that's actually... Those Armigas versus Magnus could be pretty significant.
Yeah?
Very significant.
Yeah.
So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got 12 D3, strength 7, 3 damage shots.
Yeah.
3 or 3 plus invul and -1 to hit. You're probably not going to do much. But if he goes first, those Armigas could just pop him off.
Yeah. Look, once again, depending on the table, but Magnus is hard to hide.
Yeah. And also, I would give it to Liam as well, because Zangors versus Cultists. The Zangors just blend straight through those Cultists.
Yep. When we are talking, 30 Zangors, and then a 10-man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think I'd give Liam that. I think he's got the right tech choices to beat that matchup.
Yep. And look, I would also put out there that 2 wins, 2 big wins.
Yeah.
I mean, he's clearly got.
You couldn't tip against him in this.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are we at with the game? Let's have a look. It looks like deployment's taking place. Looks like we've got a couple of troop units down from Simon. He's got 5-man troops, doesn't he? So I believe, and we have a Razorwing jet fighter in the top left-hand and top right-hand corners, which is the right place to put them.
Yeah. So I played Brendan once back in 2012 ATC.
Yep.
He was playing for New Zealand then, because so for those who are unfamiliar, Brendan was previously a WA lad.
Yep.
So he's a Perth guy. He's moved over to New Zealand. He works with Weta Studios. He's been working on The Hobbit and pretty cool stuff like that. So I played him, and this was 5th edition. I had Necrons. I had Scarab Farm with the dude who can shoot another person's vehicle.
Yep.
Was he Traveller? No.
Sorry?
The Traveller, was that his name? Fuck. Anyway.
No, so yeah.
Anyway, so he had...
Crazy?
Yeah, he had two Vendettas, I think,
Yep.
and he had 2 Hydras.
Yeah. Okay,
and he came on with the Vendettas, and then I used the Hydras to shoot the Vendetta, in the butt and killed it. And then he had Manticores, and I shot one of his Manticores at the other Manticore. Best thing about Manticore, stealing someone's Manticore in that edition.
They lose a missile.
They lose a missile.
They can't shoot it again.
Alright, so we're getting a bit of a light on us, so let's...
If you notice, I've tilted my hat in a very unique way. I assure you, I'm not going to break out into some horrible Aussie hip-hop. It's literally because the light is hurting me.
Yeah, so look, this
I do look pretty sick right now, though. Like, I think I look pretty cool. Just so you know.
So the sun is setting over here, and so the sun's getting quite low, and so all of our... we've managed to get most of the light off the table, but there's only so much light we can stop, and it is pretty sunny out there.
Yeah, it is, man. That's okay. It'll go away.
So we can see a shitload of models just clustered all up there. You can definitely tell it's the edition that does not have barrage templates.
Yes. Holy crap.
Could you imagine previous edition? Oh, I've got a Wyvern.
Yeah.
I miss Wyverns being good.
I do as well.
I miss... Because I've got them.
So do I. It's got I have everything.
Of course you do.
So, but what it looks like here, I would assume we have 7 command points left for the Dark Elder. I'll assume that's because he's put 3 Ravagers in reserve, which I believe is the right play in this situation. Otherwise, they'll literally get haywired out turn 1.
Alright, so what have we got? We've got 7, did you say?
Yep, what did he start on?
I don't know, but I'm just going to go to 7.
There you go. I think he's got 3
We'll
battalions.
double check the list in a sec. We'll double check the list.
He's got a Spearhead and 2 battalions.
And we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 to Simon, I think. Because he had, double battalion Outrider.
Well, that's just double battalion, I think.
No, he had an Outrider as well, because he had the...
Then he should have 14. 5, 5, 1 plus 3. It should be 14.
Unless he's used them.
Unless he's spent one. Either way.
Anyway.
I think I will be tipping Simon in this matchup.
I'll tip Brendan, and we'll... nah. It's a tough one. It's a lot, those Harleys.
I'm tipping Simon because he was my captain in ETC. And I know he's going to watch this. Tipping him. But totally, the Disintegrators can do an absolute number on him. Here's the problem, though. I think there's no way for him to keep the Razor Wings alive.
Yep.
No matter where he goes, I think Skyweavers can go there and shoot them.
Yep.
Or worse, charge them. So I don't think it matters where they go.
So it looks like turn 1 has started, and Brendan has first turn. So let's...
Yes, turn 1 has started. So Simon runs Godhammer Gaming, which is a gaming club and actually it's a bit more than a gaming club now. It's still quite a bit of stuff.
They're doing list advice.
List advice and analysis.
Tournament reviews. You can also find all the bat reps. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Well, conveniently, I mean, they're coming to watch the tables.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, our pretty faces are worth watching.
It's a cherry on top. So, guys, 13 viewers, thank you very much. 12, okay, sorry.
All right. We obviously pissed someone off.
That was the hip-hop bit. Sorry, guys.
Yep.
Came through.
You're ruining our viewership.
Yeah, please spread it around. Let's see if we can get a few more viewers on this. But thank you so much for joining us. I know it's been a long slog, and the majority of you have been with us through all of it. So thank you so much for giving up your Saturday.
Appreciate it.
We really appreciate it. Very lovely of you.
And if I know earlier on in the day, the Godhammer guys and girls, I'm not actually sure who actually did the sharing, but shared the stream.
Yep.
Really appreciate it. Simon's obviously on it, so share it again.
Share it again.
Guys, you can share this as much as you'd like, reshare, double share, triple share. We don't mind if you spam other people's news feeds. Simon says, share it to your grandmother. All right, so you heard it here. And Simon says, you've got to do what it says, Simon says. That's why he's captain, because Simon says. Okay, so it looks like Brendan's just setting up his shooting gallery, ready to blow his load.
Yes, so he has deep struck, and look at the bubble he's made. He's made this bubble. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do.
I'm
The
actually...
Skyweavers might just... If he has to kill all the Skyweavers now, otherwise they can just go...
Well, what's the range of the Skyweavers?
They move 16, they can advance and charge. So 16 plus 6.
Yep.
So they can go 22 inches and then charge. I'm pretty sure they're going to make it there. Because he's moved... So he's... See that most forward Skyweaver?
Yep.
That's the front line, yeah? So they're only an inch or two back from the front line. And they're going to be 22. He's moved over his 12-inch line. So they're less than 24 apart.
Disabled subs?
No, it's not active yet. You have to actually reach a certain criteria.
Yeah.
With, and 18-inch HY cones. You have to reach a certain amount of criteria, minutes watched and viewership before you can open subs on Twitch. So, of course, this stream is pretty much going to put us over the bloody minutes streamed by itself.
I think we'll also hit the averages that we require.
Yes, I think so
this. You do have to do a certain number of days in a week as well. There's a number of different criteria you have to meet. So yeah, Master Strider, 16-inch move plus 6-inch auto advance.
And plus he's got 18-inch on his haywires.
So that's 22.
So he doesn't even need to
inches.
advance to put everything into haywire range. So literally those disintegrators have to clean the clocks off those Skyweavers. And those Skyweavers are going to have 3+ invulnerable saves, I believe. Well, at least one in the first unit will. They have to actually have a move to get a 3+ invulnerable save. But the other way to get it is to have taken casualty and then you get a 3+ invulnerable save. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it. So what I would be doing is I'd be shooting one and then baiting out that +1 invulnerable save and then investing every other shot I have into the next unit of 6.
Yep.
Because you've got 2 into 6 and a unit of 5. So yeah, that's how I would do it.
Cheers, Jared. On the... Panic says, buy some view bots.
Buy some view bots.
And Jared said, consider subbed once we qualify. Appreciate it. Look, trust me, once we qualify, we will share the shit out of that big celebration, and we will see how we go. Master Strider, Tears of Isha, Lightning Reflexes strat. Yep.
Yeah, so Lightning Reflexes for -1, and then Tears of Isha for +1. Now, if I was Simon, I would not use both of... So if I was Simon, I would not use both of those on one unit. Because of what I said. If I was him, I would shoot one Ravager or even a couple of Raiders into one unit of Skyweavers trying to bait out the +1 or the -1 and then invest everything else into the other one.
Yep.
Because if he puts both -1 and +1 invuln on it, the other one's going to be sitting dark and just going to get wiped. But the onus is on the Dark Eldar player now. He's taken charge of the game. He's taken the front step and played super aggressive by dropping everything and putting himself pretty much in fairly easy charge range. So, look, we'll see what happens here. I'm really wondering about the positioning of the Reavers, where they are, why they're strategically placed there.
Yeah, I'm trying to work that out
It doesn't make much sense, unless there are 2 objectives, unless he's got those objectives for Maelstroms.
Yeah, possibly.
And you see his other Reavers are on another one over on the left. So he's 3
he's
Reavers.
probably got Supremacy or
Supremacy,
something
or
like that.
hold 2 more than your opponent, something of that ilk.
Yep. What's Tactical Escalation? You can only have one Maelstrom.
One Maelstrom. Maybe it is
Supremacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, has to be. We'll find out, because we'll see those victory points fucking ramp up pretty quick. Yeah, because as you've said, the objectives appear to be in no man's land. So Simon obviously deployed, and so as a result, he's not on any objective. So Supremacy is a pretty easy one to get. What are you chatting to?
Oh, just a lady.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. Literally, I'm only getting to send messages like every 40 minutes or so. So I can't leave him hanging too long. I have to lose interest. I think I'm not interested.
And the last strat for 3++ is Prismatic Blur.
Yes, but you had to have moved and advanced to trigger that one.
Yep. Although cheers for the wording up, Master Strider. Jared, fuck me, I need NBN. My internet is so rubbish. You're trying to stream us and yourself at the same time, aren't you? Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal. All right. So the stream is. I'm just having a look. Actually, it's not that bad. Not that glitchy. Does she have a beard,
Ah,
Camilleri?
who said that?
Guess.
Walduck.
Swole duck.
Didn't need to look, mate. You're that predictable. Get some new fucking tricks.
All right. So look, I'm not seeing anything getting removed.
No, me either.
I'm seeing dice being rolled. Also, big shout out to Emma from OBSEC. So we got picked up from the airport last night, and we were told we had a little present waiting for
Oh,
us.
yes.
So I'm not sure if you guys can see that there without the glare.
Then our multi-pass.
Multipass.
Multi-pass.
No, so we get our own media pass. Yeah, for show 18. I wonder if we can just go to it with like a permanent marker when it gets to 19 and just, use the same
Yeah,
one.
just come back in. Walk back in.
I actually kind of wish they didn't put 18 in there, just so as we could just use this going forward.
So, total sum of the shooting phase is 3 dead Skyweavers. Total sum of all his shooting. That's pretty bad. Do we have a pen?
You know what? I do have a pen.
We do
there
have
you
a pen.
go.
So, it looks like a 4. Looks like we have a 4 on the green dice.
Yep, that's a 4. All right, so Brendan scored 4 VP.
So how did he score 4 points? He didn't get first blood. He didn't get a kill point.
Well, he definitely would have got supremacy.
Supremacy.
Which is worth
how did he
3?
get 3? So how did he get 4?
I don't know.
Well,
Sure he didn't get first blood?
Well, he's only killed 3 models.
There were 3-man squads.
No, he didn't.
No,
he's
he
got
weren't.
a, he's got a
Skywavers were
665.
6s. I don't know.
I might have to ask you.
You know what? Just let it go.
Just,
We'll catch up later.
We'll catch up later, yeah. I will go double check it is 4.
I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, feel free to obviously confirm my... Yeah, it is a 4. Okay. But, well, it's not... As I said, I don't think it's first blood.
Well, it's certainly
there's
not
nowhere
first
it's
blood.
Warlord or Linebreaker.
Nah.
Well,
So
for obvious reasons.
So he must have gotten a card that gives 4 points, but they only give 2 points in ITC.
No. So anything...
ETC, sorry?
I'm pretty sure it is what it is. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Usually ETC it's just like if it's V3
Well,
it's 2.
we're not exactly ETC. So look, it could...
That's why we suck.
Also, are there any... Because remembering that there are Codex-specific Maelstrom cards, are there any Drukhari ones that give you 4?
Possibly. It's really hard to... I totally don't know all those cards, and
Yeah.
it's very hard to expect somebody to.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see what Simon does here.
All right, so back up to 16 views. So far, our top viewership, I think we said was 23. We have said if we get to 25 simultaneous views, we will give out a prize, and Adam will breakdance.
Apparently I will breakdance.
So what we
Most
might
likely
do...
that will be just kind of breaking one of my bones as I flail aimlessly on the ground. So
Yep.
if you would like to see that, please
share it out,
share that around.
get some love.
Yeah,
and,
please do.
Yep.
I will
be
flop
interested to
around
see-
like a fish for your amusement.
I'll be interested to see if we get too much, or how many viewers we get from the US when
when
it comes
they
around
wake
to
up
when
in
they
the
wake
UK.
up.
I'll share it to a few friends in the UK. So hopefully they share it around as well. We'll see if it takes off.
Yeah, the one thing about these sort of streams that I find quite useful is when I'm doing hobby.
Yes,
They
absolutely.
are great. So I know there's a number of people that
yeah.
are doing painting sessions today, and they've been telling us about that. Then also I know that Eric and a few of the lads
Are playing
were playing games and had us on one of the big TVs. So once again, shout out to those guys for spreading the love.
So if you are painting right now,
What are you painting?
Tell us what you're painting.
Yeah, tell us what you're painting.
I want to know.
I want to know what you're painting. I want you to show me. All right. And no one signed off, so that's...
wow, I'm impressed.
All right, so we kept the 15 that we had before I started singing.
So Simon
Panics is building Blood Angels. All right, so it's Simon's turn.
Tau kill team. I'm assuming that's what K team is, or is that
That'd be kill team.
kill team
Yep.
for sure? So Simon's moving up, and look how fast just the troops move.
Jeez.
Like with their advances and stuff. Maybe he spent some command points. Did he? He did. I think he spent some points to auto advance 6. So if you look at his command point pool, I think he started with 13, and he's down.
He
to
did start with 13.
3, 6, 7, 8. He's down to 10.
All right, so he's
So
burnt
I'm
3.
guessing That was lightning reflexes and probably the +1 invuln. I think he spent one now to auto advance 6.
Sick. We are finger painting a picture of Simon raping this Dark Elder bloke.
Holy crap.
Whoa.
Okay, I don't think we can talk about the R word there, but...
Jeez, that is savage. That is savage.
So just for those out there, this is kind of an adult stream. We openly swear. So if you guys spread that around, please make sure people know that before they, tell their 13-year-olds and children to watch this. And there are guys like Walduck who are prominent members of this community and who are absolute fornicators.
Hey, Jared, before you potentially spend money on lights, if you've already done it, or more to the point, if you haven't done it, get in contact with Big Head.
Big Head, like we did.
So we have two. We're not for this one, but going forward, we'll have a light above the table with LED strips, which will brighten the table. Not that we've needed it so far at this event. Actually, we've had the opposite effect. We've had too much light.
Yeah.
But going forward, it's always good to be prepared. Moderators, ? Who needs moderators? We probably need moderators.
We did have a mature warning at the start.
Yeah.
And that will be the way we go going forward. We do want this to be, we do want to talk about this like we would talk about this with our mates. We want to treat you guys like your... friends of ours.
We are our friends.
Yeah, we don't want to treat you like your special snowflakes. You need to be, mollycoddled through this.
Yep.
If we want to say fuck, we're going to say fuck.
Yep.
Holy fuck tits, that was a great move right there. Crikey, mate.
Holy fuck balls, Batman.
Jesus.
Okay, so what we've seen, he's really moved up. So we've got Unit of Skyweavers going after the Reavers on the left.
You're absolutely right, Master.
Well, I would... Yeah, no, you're right. I've got nothing.
Right.
I've got nothing. No. So, look, he's gone for... Do you reckon he's got supremacy as well?
He has either that or he's got kill points. He's got take no prisoners. You know what? I'm going to have a look.
Have a look, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, geez, that's aggressive, the objectives he's gone after. Yeah. Supremacy?
He is a crazy genius, guys. He's got domination. He's going to literally try and cap every single objective. And holy shit, I think he could do it. The top right one is going to be the issue. So
how's he going to get there?
Yeah, the one at the top right. I don't know how he's going to get that one. But he is going for it.
Well, he won't get it,
either that or he's trying to go for next turn.
Possibly.
Try and hold it in hand.
I don't know. Anyway.
And put himself in a good position to get it next turn. He's crazy enough to go for it. We do know that.
Yeah.
If he's got it, he's going to make a play. Because that is you win a game off the back of capping a domination.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, domination is holding every objective on the board. And what's it worth?
A shitload.
A godload of points.
Look, it depends on what tournament you're playing, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But let's... so as a result, I've seen so many different versions of it. So if someone beats me to it, feel free. But let's just bring up... come on, domination.
Yeah, he's going to try and charge that troop. What he's going to do, see this unit of troops here? He's going to try and charge that into that top raider and then string it out to it. I think he'll need a big charge. Quite a big charge, I think. Probably he might need an 11. It looks like a big distance.
Domination is D3 plus 3 victory points.
So it could be 6.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Minimum 4. That's really good.
Panix beat me to it.
He did.
But he said I believe, so he wasn't 100% certain. And see, I thought it was around that too, but I was concerned. I didn't want to just throw out any old random number.
He'll need a reroll. Look, it's a big ballsy play to go for this turn when he could be taking off assets, that will harm him next turn.
Yep. He's also gone down to 9 CP, so I'm not sure what he's used that one for.
That was what I said before for the auto advance 6.
Apologies. Yep. All right. So let's drop that down to 9.
Yeah, they're very interesting, Simon.
I do wonder though, how much damage output he's going to be able to do.
Well, so it's 18 inches on the haywires. He's given up his biggest unit of haywires. He's given up the shooting from it. He's got the unit of 4. They'll be able to be in range, and then his central unit, which I don't know.
His central unit
hasn't got many left.
He can't get it this turn.
Just trying to get a count. So what? See what he's trying to do though. He's going to try and charge this unit. That's why he spent the 6 to auto advance 6.
Yeah.
So he can charge them string across. But I'm thinking he needs a big charge. I'm thinking he needs a big charge.
Look, what he'll do is he'll declare a charge on the 3 Reavers directly in front of him, as well as the Ravager. And then if he doesn't make the Ravager, then...
Sorry,
is it a Raider?
Raider, yeah.
Raider, sorry.
No, but we get the idea. Yeah. Everything in that blob will charge against those Reavers, and probably anything they're in range of behind them.
We're shooting the Reavers.
Yes, he is.
Jeez. All right, so we clearly have no idea what this guy's doing.
No, we don't.
But we shall see.
We will bumble our way through this together.
Yep. He can pile in and consolidate another 6. Well, that's yes and no, so you can only pile in and consolidate towards a close sending model, which would be nowhere near that objective.
Yeah.
So, depending on how... Yeah, so I cannot see him getting that objective in the top right-hand corner.
I can see him getting it if he rolls a 10 plus on his charge.
He's just going to pathway over onto the objective.
Oh, yeah. I think he smited those Reavers, by the way.
Okay.
And I believe...
Can't comprehend the genius of the space.
I believe, yes, he just did it, guys. You're absolutely right. Who just said he's going to pathway over to it? Swalduck, you are right. I forgot it. I actually completely forgot about that unit. Oh, sorry, that power. Just threw a model.
Just throwing his models.
Just throwing his models.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely right, guys.
All right.
So I think between us, we play every army except Eldar.
Except Space Elves.
Yeah.
I haven't played Necrons in a while. I've played Necrons.
What I mean is, like, I have played Necrons, I have played Tau, I have played Knights, I've played just about every Imperium.
I played Dark Elder in 5th edition.
Yep.
Not a lot, just a little bit. Before I got into Paladins. Yep.
Paladins, you cheesy.
Fucking loved Paladins.
I
them
hated
in 5th
Paladins.
edition.
That was revolting. They made me physically ill seeing, like, 3-unit armies tabling, like, MSU, everything.
You get to work your ass off, though.
Was that synchronized?
That was synchronized drinking. We're super professional.
It was.
That light's starting to go underneath the
tree. Thank God.
The sun's getting real low.
Just lucky we haven't destroyed you yet, son. It's next on mankind's list of things to do.
All right. Brutal.
Right.
Can you see the chess clock? How's the chess clock going?
Yes, they do. Oh, we could almost make it out.
So I can make that bigger. Hold on. I can make lots of things bigger. All right, so far, we can see the chess clock, and it looks pretty even.
Yeah.
Yep.
64 for Simon, I believe.
Yeah. Look, I think the first few turns... I don't see these guys not finishing.
Not finishing.
With the way they're playing so far, and just the general speed of the game, I think we're good.
Yeah. He's actually going to get domination, guys. I don't believe this.
Oh, they're doing a couple of cheeky measurements. No idea what they're trying to measure, but it'll be a charge.
Yeah. I was trying to shoot.
I was checking line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am Black Widow. Fair. She is a lot more attractive than me. She's a lot more attractive than me.
Marginally.
Yeah. But can she rock a beard like this? Probably, actually.
She's probably good, man. She's a talented lady.
She is. So, if he pulls domination off and rolls hot...
That's a huge swing. Plus the kill points he'll get from clearing the units on him. That's the 3 units of Reavers. Gone. He's already killed 1, which will get him first blood, which his opponent did not get.
Yep.
Then he probably kills 2 more units of Reavers. The one in the middle and the one on the left. So that's 3 kill points, plus 4 minimum points for domination.
Big swing.
Huge swing.
Big swing.
I think some command points were just spent.
2, 4,
but I think that was
9.
lightning reflexes on the part of...
6 just been spent. So 1's been spent by
I think he
Brendan.
must have got 1 back on a 6.
Oh, okay. Yep. Brutal.
Savage.
This is going to be a brutal turn.
It is. So he's just wiped that unit of Reavers right in front of him, in the middle. So the middle left on that objective, and he's taken that one. He has 2 more to secure to get domination.
Yeah. All right. Looks like Snellius has just rejoined. So Simon has. We're playing tactical escalations, turn 1. So they've only got
One card each.
One card each. Brendan had, I believe, Supremacy turn 1 and achieved it. And then Simon top decked Dominion, and so he is currently looking like he's going to achieve it.
And he just killed a Ravager.
Oh jeez.
He just haywired out a Ravager.
Oh jeez.
How did you do that so efficiently?
Troops?
Fusion pistols. Yeah, fusion pistols. The troops on the right
heard
could
him
have
say
fusion
haywire.
pistols.
I heard him say haywire.
Yeah, this unit in the middle, and maybe this one on the left. That wouldn't be within 18 inches.
That would have been more than 18.
So it'd be the one in the middle and the haywire and the fusion pistols.
Yep. So what does he have to pull off to get this Dominion? So he has to kill the 3 on. He has to kill both units of jet bikes.
Yep.
Now he could do that in a number of different ways. He could charge them. He could shoot them. I don't think. Look, he wants Dominion, right?
Yeah.
So if we look at the jet bikes on the left first, he shoots them because he only has to. So for Brendan to keep that objective, he has to hold the closest model.
Yes,
so you shoot them, and if they survive it, you charge it.
Yep.
You haven't lost anything.
Yep.
Okay. The next one over, he's just got.
Yep.
And the next one over, which is a 3-man unit of jet bikes holding that middle objective.
He's got a troop unit
underneath that centerpiece of terrain.
You can see one model there.
Yeah,
just to the
I'm
left
not
of it.
exactly sure just how far the charge is because, as I said, some of it's being obscured by the camera.
But he can't shoot that. He can't shoot that unit. If he dies, he doesn't get it.
Well, I would put to you that it's hard to say from here.
So I'm just gonna.
But there's a good chance.
I can't see where the 6th objective is, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There'll be one.
There's got to be one there. It's
Yeah,
got to
there's
be
one in that cluster. There's one in that
center
cluster.
bottom middle of the board where all the Harlequins are bunched up. That's got to be where the last one is.
Yep.
Is there Raiders in reserve? There has to be.
Yep.
There's 2 Ravagers and a Raider down on the board, and he's just lost a Ravager. So that means there's 3 Raiders not on the board.
With dudes in it?
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, another tank gone.
Another Ravager gone. Wow, this is getting pretty punishing.
Oh, there is one underneath that flyer.
I thought it was a Ravager. So there's 3 Ravagers dropped next to each other and a Raider down.
Yeah. So there is a Ravager underneath the flyer.
Yep.
And a Raider on the right-hand side.
Yep.
Fucking brutal.
Wow, this is a dominant turn. Yeah, Fusion is savage. Absolutely right, Yeah, absolutely right. Fusion is savage.
And Swoldark says he will shoot and then fire and fade onto the objective.
With which unit?
Well, see how he's done this?
Yep.
So...
yes, so he's put him on both units in case he fails that charge. Now we can shoot them without having to worry. Absolutely right, mate. And it looks like he's just made that charge into the top one. But does he hold that? He doesn't hold that middle objective. He has to make the charge.
The question is, one of the questions is, if he loses all his Raiders, won't he lose due to boots on the ground? That's correct.
That's absolutely right.
So, but I don't think he's got enough left in his turn.
The troops in the middle just made it into those Reavers.
Yep.
That's domination pretty much cinched, guys.
Yep.
Because he'll already have more models on that than those 3 Reavers.
Definitely.
So that's already cinched. He's just gotten domination, and he's killed two Ravagers, and he's going to kill 3. He's going to kill 3 units of Reavers.
So what's going to be left at the end of this turn is the 2 flyers,
Yep.
Ravager and a Raider. The Ravager and Raider is what's keeping boots on the ground at the moment.
But he has 3 Ravagers not on the board.
Yeah,
so
but
3 Raiders not on the board.
The question from Master Strider, won't he lose due to boots on the ground if he loses all his Raiders? Yes, he would.
Yeah.
So next turn, being obviously Brendan's turn 2, he's going to be forced to drop.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's very easy for Simon to kill those last 2 units and auto win.
Jeez, sun came through the trees. That was bright.
So look, this is a stunningly dominant turn from Simon. He's going to score a minimum of 9 points this turn, 10 plus first blood at a minimum. He could score 14.
Yep. This is pretty much like this game turn 1 done.
Yeah.
I don't see coming back from this.
Oh, so it's 3 plus D3. So no, 13. You can score 13 points this turn, 13 to 4 at the top of turn 2. That's that's
bottom of
comprehensive.
turn 1.
No, because Simon went second.
Yeah,
So
and
at
it's
the
first turn.
start of turn 2,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, being 13-4 down,
Yep.
that's ferocious.
Yep.
Yeah. If only
Oh.
could have done it at ETC. Oh,
Shiv.
here's the shiv.
Shiv.
Twisting it between the ribs.
All right. Fuck me. How is Simon gone for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, I would like to know.
All right. I want to know how Simon's... No, I've got nothing.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Let's just stop. So, let's go to players. So, Simon is on 2 wins
Wow, nice.
with 26 battle points. They've been relatively close games.
Yep.
And he has 25 Dream Team points. He scored 11.
That was a rough call, Camilleri. All of us went, oh, yeah, I just burned him bad. When he watches it back, he's going to message me and just very calmly call me macaroni ears. In his very fatherly way.
Hey, on this channel we call a spade, and yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you're absolutely right, Master Strider. Haywire is very savage.
Yep.
Now, do you bust all iterations of it get bust down? Because without Haywire, how does Dark Elder? Harleys can't touch Knights.
I don't think
without
you'll
it.
see. I don't think you'll see too much of a points increase for Drakari.
I think they'll hit
and
the
Harleys.
Taloses will get hit.
Yeah,
I think
Talos might
Taloses
get a hit.
have to get hit. They are so good in every way. They
Yeah.
move fast. They're so hard to kill, and they hit hard.
But like, how many Harley armies are you seeing top tables of singles events?
None.
No, they're not
But
going to
how
get a
many
points hit.
how many Dark Elder armies are you seeing with Harleys in the top tables of events? You're seeing a few. But honestly, Knights is the more dominant force at the moment.
Yep.
Well, sorry, Knights. You know the mix. I honestly don't believe there should be any way for a Knight to get a 3+ invulnerable save. I think that's obnoxious, and there are so many armies that do not even have a hope of contending with that. Especially when they can do it every single turn. It's so rough. That's absolutely right. Again, Master Strider. Yep, they've got a 4+ invulnerable save, feel no pain. You can buff them in so many ways. You can make them super fast. The inbuilt 4+ invulnerable save. Oh my god. Holy crap. Like, it's just insane what you get for their cost. Yeah, anti-tank, anti-armor, anti-everything. In shooting and in combat. That's what's so absurd about them. So, yeah, completely like the perfect platform. Back to the game. So there's two Ravagers. Sorry, not two Ravagers. 2 Reaver jet bikes have been taken down by the troop.
All right.
So he's got 1 left, which is actually a surprise. Now he's attacking
The other unit of Reavers
the other
now?
unit of Reavers now. With
Yep,
all
which
his,
will
with his,
disappear.
they
Which
should
will
disappear to that many Harley bikes.
Yep. Like, it's what, 6-3?
Yes, and
Yeah.
they have much better saves, much more attacks, better weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, there should be no contest there.
Archon 109. Calamari, what's up, boyo? Do you know Archon 109?
No idea.
Hey, Archon 109.
Hey, Arkham 109.
Who are you?
Who are you, dude?
Give us some
Indication
details.
of your identity. Are we loading? Is that true?
Oh, it's a very good question. Looks like the stream is going good. If you guys could let us know in the
it's good.
chat. I was a little bit, yeah. Brendan should have just ordered a pizza and sat back with Simon in one turn.
I know.
Yeah, look. It's been pretty brutal.
I'm going to need to...
I don't believe so.
Don't believe so. We got a 3. So Simon just got 6 points for domination.
It's your New South Wales boy. Would that be Matt?
Yes, probably.
Is that you, Matt?
Is that me, Matt? Matt?
Is that Matt?
Matt?
There's a little bit of a delay, remember?
Yeah, there is.
So I think, I'd be interested to know, I think there's about a 6 or 7 second delay from when we speak
Yeah.
to when it comes up on the stream.
That's a brutal comment.
Yeah.
So Simon just got
You got domination.
the best player in the ETC team.
You're on 15
He
victory
just
points.
got 15
turn 1.
victory points. I know. We saw. I walked up because I needed to. I couldn't make sense of what you were doing. I'm like, he's got one card. Why is he going for every objective? Why isn't he just killing stuff? And I walked up. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So just for all you at home, it's now 15-4, and it's about to be the Dark Eldar turn 2. That is one of the best first turns
That we've seen
with
today.
one Maelstrom card
We've seen today.
that I've ever seen.
I'd go that far as well. Yep.
Yeah, one Maelstrom card, 15 points.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We didn't get 15 points from the one Maelstrom card, but in
But you know
going
what I mean.
for it,
You know
in
what I
going
mean.
for
Like,
it.
if you had, you know, when you won your countdown from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
you start at 6 cards. That's when you get 15 a turn in your turn 1. When everyone's got lots of units still left on the board. Yeah. Matty, my boy, how you traveling, brother? It's good to have you on.
Agreed. Perfect card for that list. 100%.
Perfect.
Perfect card for this mission.
For this mission.
Because you don't want to put objectives in your
In your
opponent's
opponent's
deployment
deployment
zone.
zone. So they're all within capping distance.
Yep.
It's
They have to
so
work- yeah.
It was such like a perfect storm for Simon.
Yep.
Absolutely.
This is one of the reasons why, though, a lot of people don't like Maelstrom of War in
I
tournaments.
honestly don't like it that much. I find it's too swingy. It swings games too. Yeah,
But
too
he had to
much.
work his ass off to get that. There would have been a lot of people that would have looked at that and gone, I can't get that.
Yes, I just wrote it off.
They would
as
have gone, you know
undoable.
what, I'll come back to that at a later time.
Well, he absolutely. He totally could have. I'm very interested, very, very, very interested to see if he tries to get any
Alright,
points out of this game.
so far, correct me if I'm wrong here, but he's put those flyers.
I think that's the right place to put them. They're closest to the smallest unit of Skyweavers.
Yeah.
And far away from the biggest. That's the only place you could put them
Yeah.
where they're not going to auto die. Because the Skyweavers just walk up to them and either they shoot them out of the air or they punch them out of the air.
Fuck, I love you, Swolduck. Every now and then you come up with some gold.
Yeah.
No, do you know how much effort it would be to relocate?
Relocate. What we will do,
what
if
table
this,
is he?
if this is an early finish, we will just start. One of us will entertain you while the other one does a scout around the room, comes back and reports.
The other option is once this this game is finished, we can pause the Twitch stream and we can go live stream on Facebook.
It's true.
So we can still go look at other tables. Look, we'll work that out as we get closer.
Who's Pizza
Pizza
Guardian?
Guardian. Boo earns.
Boo earns indeed.
Boo earns. Okay. Fuck. This is going to be a fucking... Well, I reckon it's going to be... This game's... It's
Get
over.
your top off. Mate. If we
at
got
30. At 30.
If we get to 30 live viewers,
So
I'll
25,
I'll
he does a
take my shirt-
breakdance.
I'll take my shirt off
30.
and I'll flex for you.
Shirt comes off at 30.
Yeah, no one wants to see that.
Actually, yeah, is that going to stop us getting 30?
That will probably stop us getting started.
Okay. Damn
So, has he dropped his other raiders?
It's at the end of the movement phase, so
It is,
I
absolutely
don't
right.
know yet.
And that black t-shirt is boss. You are absolutely right. Zagreb, ETC this year. Angry rabbit. Look at that angry rabbit with a bolt gun. Look at him. Fuck you. Right. How about these t-shirts? Sorry, no. What's the t-shirt?
Hats?
How about these hats? Hats pretty good. Nice
Well,
and simple. No need to get too fancy. Keep it easy. All right. What are we doing? Looks like he's dumping some Cabalites out of a Raider. They're going a long way out of that Raider. Oh, mind you, they move 7, so they're moving 10 inches out of there.
Yeah, that is a fucking long movement, though.
The caps remind me of Mario Brothers. Are you Mario or Luigi Mario?
I think, well...
Do you know the story about that live action movie?
No.
I've
seen it.
The Mario Bros. Live action movie. When I was a kid, I thought the thing was amazing. I watched it now as an adult, and I'm like,
That was rubbish.
how'd they get this thing made?
Ah.
But apparently, so Mario, the guy who played him, I can't remember his name though. What's his name? Anyway, apparently he got like a broken tooth, electrocuted, a broken arm. Like they had like one of the shittest OHS setups. Everyone just kept getting injured and shit on site. It was hilarious.
So left is Mario, so that's you,
Yeah.
and right is
Luigi.
Luigi.
Okay. Well, I guess I am like semi-European, so I'll take it.
All right,
Yeah, we'll do it. Whatever.
cool.
We need to get small versions of us here, and then act like they level up. Like.
What we need to do is get little bobblehead dolls, just put them on the
Yes.
table, and we can go away. We're just like, just as we leave, just tap ahead and go.
Yeah, done.
Yep.
We've got 22 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, let's see if we can hit 25.
This is our last stream for today, and this is only the top of turn 2, and it's looking like it's a pretty decisive game. Oh, we just lost 2. There you go.
It was the bobblehead joke.
It was the bobblehead
It was
joke.
the bobblehead
You've
joke.
ruined it.
Look, we're learning.
Bust the bubble.
As we progress through, there will be different things. For the record, there was a lag. I only just did the bobblehead joke on the lag.
Okay.
So we are seeing the stream in a very small view of real time. So it is interesting to, as I said, see the lag.
Yeah. Here come all the raiders are coming down now.
Oh, here comes the pain.
Now, interestingly enough, those raiders are actually quite good against Harlequins because they got no AP, and Harlequins have 4+ invulnerable saves. So he doesn't give a damn about your invulnerable save. He's just going to lay out a lot of shots on you. The question is the way he's positioned.
How many
them,
shots is there? There's what, 4 Dizzy Raiders? Something.
and
4
Dizzy Raiders,
Ravager.
1 Ravager,
and 2 Flyers.
Actually, looks like he's got 2 Ravagers. No. It's only 1 Ravager.
Because 2 popped already.
Yeah, 2 pops. And then a couple of raiders with Cabalites in them, I believe.
Oh, he's put a Raider down the bottom corner.
Yeah, he has. Maybe that's just to distract. He's put a second one down the bottom corner.
No, I think he's putting them all down there.
Yes, he is. He's putting them all down there.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Looks like he wants to clear that fire base.
He does. He wants to clear that bottom, middle, everything. He wants to clear the whole lot. Whether he can or not, I'm not too sure. Simon's still got a healthy bank of CP. Actually, it looks like he's only down to 6.
No, he's got...
Was that 6 or 9? That's 6 CP left.
What did he
for
burn
Simon.
the 3 on?
What's he burnt CP on?
Jeez, too many bobblehead jokes, not enough
Not
watching
enough
of the
coverage.
CP.
Apologies, guys. Okay. So in the top right, we have 1 Raider and a Ravager.
Yep, who were the ones that were deployed.
And I think he's merely dropped that Raider there so he doesn't have to waste that Ravager killing off that 5-man troop unit.
Yeah, probably.
So the Cabalites in there will double shoot. That's the one that was still alive.
It was still alive.
Still got Cabalites
Both of those were still alive from the last round.
Yeah. So just so he does... no, sorry, that's empty. The 10-man he got out
Yep.
is down in the... so the bottom right, where that little fire base of Harlequins is, that unit bubbled up around that crater. That's not Harlequins, that's Cavalite Warriors or Witches. Could even be Witches. If they're Witches, that could get interesting.
Don't know.
Because Witches are one of the very few things that can trap a Harlequin in combat, not allowing them to fall back. Because Harlequins can jump out. You can't wrap Harlequins, they'll just jump out.
Yep.
But if you Shardnet and Paler them, they have to do the roll-off.
Good old Shardnet.
They have to do the roll-off to get out of there.
I love the Shardnet Impaler in the old edition.
Yeah. What I like about what's his name?
Brendan.
What I like about what's Brandon done is he's playing to still get points. He's not playing like this game is over.
No.
And I hope it's not. I hope this swings. Because so far, for those of you who have joined us late, we've actually been incorrect about the majority of the calls.
So round 1, we were watching Jeremy Martino's Yannari CanCon winning list pretty much.
Actually, we were spot on with that call. The game just ended before.
Yeah, I agree.
It could go to its natural
if it went
conclusion.
to that, 100%.
If that was a natural conclusion, I can't see Jeremy getting any result but a tabling.
Yep. And
for
getting
his
20.
opponent and getting a 20.
Yep. But you got to be able to play your turns.
You do. You absolutely do.
So round 2, we then saw Drakari versus triple super heavy guard. Mm-hmm. Now that one ended up being a 11-9 win to the guard.
That was simply because the guard player pulled 2 6-point Maelstrom cards.
It was brutal.
So he went from winning the kill points but losing the Maelstrom horribly.
He lost the Eternal War 8-0.
8-0. But because he got 2 6-point Maelstrom cards, he won the Maelstrom. And he won the kill points, won the Maelstrom, won the game.
Yep.
That's all it was. That's why I am not a huge fan of Maelstrom.
Yep.
I think if you removed, say, 10 cards from the Maelstrom deck, it would make it a lot better for the game.
Do you reckon there's enough down in that bottom right-hand corner to clear space to expose characters?
I could be. He's just lost a Skyweaver there. And I think I'm going to see if he moves any
Because
CP.
if he can expose
Sorry,
some characters,
Simon has 9 CP. I was about to say, I don't
he
think
puts them back. Because you went over and you counted them.
Yeah, I did. I saw him. So he's got 9 again.
All right.
So he must have got some back. I didn't think Harlequins could get some back.
Or maybe you just counted wrong.
Ha!
It's been a long day.
So what's it? Look at. I think you can wipe the 2 units of troops and then hurt the Skyweaver unit next to it. It'll be a game again, yes. I don't actually, if he were to be a game, I think Simon's is already almost an insurmountable lead in his favour.
So how many units have we got there? There's 2 units of troops in there. There's a Skyriven unit. Look, if he clears that, even if he clears that fire base, look, that'll bring it maybe 15-10. Look, I think he'd struggle to get it back.
So I hate myself 6969. What a name. I hope you don't hate yourself. Hope you love yourself. But how are we hearing to get the CPs?
Or are we hearing?
We are not. We are playing off intuition and off what we would do in their situation. And I think we've been
keeping track of how many CP have used. So if you look on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a big blue and big green D20. Those are the victory points. We are keeping track of those in the scoreboard in the bottom right-hand of the screen as well. And then the red dice above and below those are the CP. As they use them, they remove dice. If they have the ability of getting them back,
big thing just happened there. A unit of Skyway has just been removed completely.
Yep.
So that's 7 total have been removed. So he's got a 6-man, he's got a 4-man. So that 4-man in the middle was the 5-man.
Yep.
And so they've lost 1, and now one of the 6-mans has been destroyed. So, and Simon hasn't spent much CP, so I don't know if he gave them the +1 invulnerable save.
I don't know.
I actually don't know if he did. I think that would have been a mistake if he didn't. Because he knows that would be the main target that needed to go there. Giving them -1 to hit and a 3+ invuln. And they still died through that. That's a lot of fire put into them.
Josh Inglis. Hey, mate.
Hey, good to see you, dude. Questionable name. Questionable.
Josh.
Yeah. I hate myself 6969. Does that mean that there was 6,968 other I hate myself? Nah.
No, but there was already someone with I hate myself 69.
Obviously, yeah, because you had to do it twice. Yeah.
The Razorwing might be dead. Was the question.
That Razorwing might be dead. No, both the Razorwings are still alive.
Down the bottom right.
So he has flown those over the left side of the board, and then he's deep struck all his raiders back there as well. So he's trying to split Simon's attention, and he's moved his entire army as far away from those 2 units of Skywaves as he can. He's actually played this quite smart. The question is, can he do enough to stop those troops that are in the center of the board just walking up and fusion pistoling down all those raiders?
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what is the minimum move for those. Oh, I hear what you're saying. All right, so the bottom left one, the statement was it's dead next turn.
I agree. Unless he clears that entire little base down there.
No, movement-wise.
Oh, no, it's got a 90-degree turn. It could probably make it away. Can't do it mid-move. Yeah, you're right. He's turned it too far. Look, we're not going to interfere with this game.
Be interested to
in that
see.
regard. I'll interested to see what he does. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what he does. I see what you're saying now, yeah.
Yeah.
So far...
No, I reckon there's enough space. I think
there could be enough space. A 90-degree turn.
The 90-degree turn is going to end it like here.
Yeah, it's going to end it. See where the Godhammer range ruler is?
Yeah,
it's probably going to end up around there.
End up there.
Yeah. I think we're losing about an inch or two of the board on that side. See that raider? To the bottom raider has parts of its cut off.
Yeah.
About 2 inches there of space. He's probably going to make it.
No, that's touching the table. So.
Yeah, what I mean, we're cut off there.
Yeah.
It's probably about 2 inches there. So I think he can still make it. You're right. It is kind of touch and go. But if it was me playing against him, I'd probably let him have it.
And Josh Inglis has confirmed there was already a I hate myself 69.
I'm kind of happy and sad about that.
I just got Diffster.
Diffster. I used to be Count Rectal, but I've changed it down on the network. So it's a marginal improvement. Actually, it might not be. I think it's a downgrade. I should have kept. That's what we should have named our network.
The downgrade?
Count Rectal Network.
No.
Yeah, weird perspective error. It's off kilter to the base. Actually, is it? Yeah, I think it is. Yes,
Could
it
be
is.
the angle of the, angle of the camera.
He's angled a bit.
Yep. Look, I reckon we're probably fine.
No, he's saying the base. See the base of it is
Yep.
pointed like that, and it's angled a bit more to the right than the actual base is. Is what he's saying.
Ish.
That's all right. It can sometimes swivel a couple of mil in the 4-prong slot.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll be a bit loose. But yeah, I honestly think he's all right where he is.
Just like your count rectal.
There's nothing wrong with count rectal.
No, little loose.
A little loose in the slot.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I hope you guys. Look, we're at 20. I'll wait my couple of minutes or 30 seconds for that the stream to catch up, and
Yes.
we'll see if we lose
We'll get a
any
little
from
bit of a
that
drop-off.
count rectal joke.
Yeah, then we'll know what we can and can't say.
Yeah. Yep.
But thank you so much for joining us, guys. Thank you for giving up your Saturday night to
Your
hopefully
Saturday morning, your Saturday afternoon, your Saturday
wherever
night.
you are.
Yes, it is 3 games today and 2 games tomorrow.
This is the 3rd game for today, and so far we have had a Yunari loss to Astra Militarum,
Yep.
which was unusual. We both predicted a
That
win.
was a close game, though.
It was only the last turn. It was only because it ended turn 3.
And what was the end result? Was it 9-11?
9-11.
I mean, the other game was an 11,
was
9-11.
9-11.
So we've had, so far we've had 11-9 on this table.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, okay, look at what we got now. So we're losing, I think Simon's played some stratagems. Let's see how many CP he takes away.
he hasn't taken any away.
He hasn't taken any away. I might have to
I
prompt
think those little cards, he's got little laminated cards. I think they relate to psychic powers and things of that like.
either that or they're morale checks.
Could be.
He's noting where he takes some morale later. Because I think that'll be the end of the shooting phase. Interesting. So he has played CP. So I'm just going to have to ask him to update his pool. There he goes. He's updating it now. Just a 1. All right.
All right.
Yeah, interesting. So now it's going to come to these witches. They're going to have to charge. Looks like there's a couple, like 2 or 3 man troop units left there.
Yeah.
He could clear those up, get a lot of kill points, and then try and trap one with a shard net, and not get charged. Problem is there though. Fusion pistols in combat, and then the Harlequins in combat who'll get to attack back you against you. I think Harlequins versus witches. Harlequins win. Although both got 4+ invulnerable saves in combat. Harlequins have higher strength. Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. They're not that far off each other.
Look, it depends on how much if Brendan overcommits with the unit of witches and
tries to do
too much, I think
it'll bite him in the ass.
It'll bite him in the ass.
Yeah, I think he just needs to take the kill points he can now.
Yep. I would go for the Harley squad pretty much directly in front of the witches, and potentially the unit just next to it.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. I think I think he's got to go for only 1 or 2 of those small units.
No, sorry, that is actually 2 units of. So right in front of the witches, there's actually 2 units of Harleys. There's I think a 2-man and a 1-man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So he'll just go for those.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. Does he have an agonizer?
The witches? Sorry, let's have a look. So, table 1.
No, looking at the, yeah.
Alright, so the witches have...
Keep going down. Shardnet, no. Just Shardnet and Paler. Cheap and cheerful, mate.
I'm not sure if there's some succubus in there as well somewhere.
I might just go have a quick look.
Yeah. It's getting pretty toasty in here, but I hope you guys have been enjoying the stream so far. This is obviously our first live stream event. We've been pretty excited pretty much this whole weekend so far, and yeah.
Okay, I've got some dramatic news.
Yeah.
So inside that radar that unit got out of, was 5 witches,
Yep.
4 characters.
Oh.
2 succubuses, 2 archons, 5 witches. So that just got very interesting. So what is charged?
Cheers, Matt. Hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow. Don't forget to join on in.
Yeah, nice. See you later, Matt. Good to chat to you. So 2 succubuses and an archon have just charged that unit of 2 Harleys.
Brutal.
This is just, yeah, this might turn on its head a bit. The problem is here now, though.
So you said there's 2 Archons in there.
2 Archons, 2 Succubus's, and 5 Witches.
The Archons are rocking. One's rocking a Venom Blade.
Yep.
The other one, and 2 of them are rocking Husk
Blades. And then he's got the 2 Succubuses. What have they got? Go down a bit.
Nothing. Bolt
just
pistols.
blast pistols. Sorry. Never mind. So they just got a bunch of attacks, which is just fine when you go against them.
Yep.
Disco Boy, thank you very much on
Appreciate
our maiden stream. Yeah. Holy crap! Like going to do like, what I think we're up to probably 9 hours now.
No. We were 10 hours last time we were. We checked the dashboard.
This is a big bite to take out of day 1.
Oh no, we weren't 10 hours. Sorry. No. We're 8 hours and 5 minutes. Still averaging 14 viewers.
That's wonderful.
23 unique chatters. 271 live views.
That's really good.
Yeah, solid effort.
I'll take it. First one, 141 different people have had a look at our stream. So that's good exposure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully that's you guys telling your mates, because that would be fabulous.
Yeah, really appreciate letting everyone know. Okay. So how is the time going for the round? Let's go have a look. So we've got an hour 26 left to the round. I might, with the amount of water I've been having, just take a little.
All right, and when you get back, I will do the same. I've actually got a phone call I need to make to my mother. She's very eager to find out how I'm doing. I should get her in on the stream. Just have my mum. When you jump out, I'll have my mum come in, and yeah, that'll be hilarious. Tell you about trying to train her dog, who's actually a lovely dog but hates other dogs. Unique chatters. Yes, unique chatters. I think that describes a couple of the Queenslanders that have been talking to us. Unique chatters is pretty apt. All right. Because we're all socially inept. Well, when we're all socially inept together, are we really socially inept? Really? You're channeling Eric? Good job, mate. Okay. Ooh, who's attacking first? So one thing I will note, there's a unit of 4 Harlequins with fusion pistols that are still there on that top right objective next to that Disintegrator Ravager and that Disintegrator Raider. I assumed that Disintegrator was going to kill off those guys, so they weren't there. Those will be a problem for him later with their fusion pistols and kisses and caresses and stuff. Pretty sure they will probably kill the Ravager. The Raider's not as big a fish to fry as the Ravager is, and then they'll sit that objective and just camp it. Now, we're starting to get some combats happening here now. Let's have a little look, see how things pan out. Yeah, Lukey has been killing it for Queensland, by the way. That was Luke Pearce, who was just here. And yeah, he's doing an amazing job for Queensland. I don't think he's dropped a point. Yeah, I think he's got 2 20s. So I think he should be pretty proud of that. Let's see if Simon's picking up any models. So that is 3 dead Harlequins from that troop unit. 2 dead Harlequins from that troop unit, sorry. 3 dead. So this is very interesting. I wonder if Simon's going to interrupt. I think he should, and try and kill one of the characters before they attack. The hard thing is he's got 2 Archons in there with the Shadow Fields. So going for them through the 2+ invulnerable saves is just kind of a wasted effort. So he's probably better off going for the Succubuses. Or just the Witches. So what's charged the... Oh, I think 2 of the characters... Sorry, apologies. That top right unit of Harlequins was charged by, looks like 1 or 2 characters, and they have wiped, or only left 1 remaining of that Harlequin unit. Yeah, I'm surprised Simon hasn't interrupted in any way. Maybe it's because it's just troop units and he doesn't mind losing them at this point because he knows he's going to... Well, seriously, he should pick up quite a lot of kill points in return from what he's put out there. He's got 2 succubuses, 2 archons, and a unit of witches. That's 5 fairly easy to get kills just sitting there. His problem is he's going to have to try and get the smites on the succubuses, sorry, on the archons if he wants to get rid of them easily. Otherwise, he might have to waste a hell of a lot of fire to getting through the 2+ invulnerable saves. See what he's taken away. There's another unit gone. What is that? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like a couple of troop masters have fallen there. So, look, I think Brendan has played this turn very well. I still don't know if it's going to be enough. I think as soon as the next Ravager goes, and if you lose one or two of his Razor Wings, his firepower is really diminished. Yeah, 1 Harley left in that unit. So actually, no, he's got 2 left so in that little cluster, he's got to the bottom right, he's got 3 Harleys in a troop, but I think he's got 1 character left in that to the left side of that. Yeah, pretty good, guys. I'm really, really happy to see Brendan. Here comes some attacks back. That's a lot of attacks. I'm guessing that's the troop unit at the bottom, attacking into whatever is there. Unless there's Reaver jet bikes left over on the left. And Josh is back. Attacks. I assumed it was. I think it's 4 base.
Troop Master, if you want me to look.
We can look.
So we're just getting asked to.
Oh, no, he's just going to check himself. I'm just going to have a quick look at the board state.
No problems. All right, so just had a bit of a walk around. Look, I think Vic and Team Mercs could be closer than I think Vic are hoping. Results aren't in by any stretch of imagination, but I've seen a few very close games. The Mercs have actually been doing solid. Master Strider gave us a yell out, 5 attacks base. So we're using Master Strider. He's been pretty good so far. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Master Strider on point, mate. Thank you very much.
Should we actually double check he's right? Because we did just say it. Look, I reckon he's just got the book in front of him.
He's just rolled it. Simon's just rolled it.
Hang on, I'm going to check. Because I would hate to... look, I believe you, Master Strider. And you know what? If you get this right, which I believe you have, I won't question you again. So we want... What is it? Troop Master?
Troop Master.
Troop Master. 5 attacks base. I will not question you again, mate.
Props, mate.
Apologies. Yep, you were right. You were bang on.
You know what? I think you should change your name to Master Strider 08. I think that's worth a leg up the ladder. Okay, where are we at? We're still... Oh, there's a couple of witches that have gone down to... before we... There's a couple of witches that have gone down to the Troop Master, and that troop has just put some wounds on a succubus. And they... I'm actually going to bet... I'm actually going to bet they'll kill that succubus.
Hold on. Apparently...
What are you saying?
Kneeling.
Kneel.
There we go.
Kneeled. Done. All right.
Kneeled. So, after this game...
yeah, so I thought so. He's going to lose that succubus. And he lost 2 members of his witch squad. So, they have traded blows there. I think the DE has come out 2 kill points better than his opponent, but he still lost 1 in return.
Yep.
And now... They either stay there and fusion pistol everything to death, or they flip out, fusion pistol them and charge them, and they kill them to death anyway. So,
you flip out, right?
You flip out and you go for one of the flyers or the raiders. It's important. So the 2 things that I say that are important for him to kill this turn is the Ravager in the top right and one of the planes.
Yeah, ideally.
Yeah. Is that a Starweaver left? Oh no, there's a Starweaver. It just went.
No, it's not a Starweaver left.
Oh, jeez. So he
was
rolled
a Star Weaver
he rolled
left.
he was a Star Weaver left. He rolled a 6 for morale and rolled another 6.
Have you messaged your mum?
Yes.
Yes, so at the end of this game, we will be signing off the stream. We'll probably have a little bit of a review of our day, give you a bit of a chat of what's planned for the rest of the weekend. Or do we wait until the round's finished and we give an update of the other games?
Yeah, I think so.
Legend.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right, so what's that put him on? 16? 16?
Yep.
All right. So I think he's on 2, 4, 6. He's on 8 VP. Sorry, CP. 16 VP. 2, 4. I actually can't tell what Brendan's victory points are. So that's some good sportsmanship there. So
Yeah.
basically the previous turn, because basically, sorry, at the start of Brendan's turn, he didn't draw his next card,
The second card, because it's 2 on turn 2, 3 on turn 3, 4
Yep.
on turn 4.
and basically Simon has let him draw it, and if he would have achieved it, then he was going to let it go.
Yep.
But he got, I believe, Slay Warlord.
Yeah, he did. He got Kingslayer.
Oh, Kingslayer, sorry. Same.
Yeah, yeah.
Same,
sorry.
but different. Okay, so that would put us into bottom of turn 2. Geez, it sounds like it's been a slow game, but it's just been a brutal game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Update some of these pretty colours. I should just get better with these shortcuts. There are a lot of things that I've learned about. For those interested, so I know a few people that are watching this either have their own Twitch channels or have been talking about doing things on Twitch. So I strongly recommend OBS Studio.
Yes.
Basically, it's a free program. It has a number of really good add-ons, which we've used so far to get Skype calls as part of the stream in a way that was beneficial to us.
So did we get an update on Brendan's victory points?
No.
I will go do that.
Yep. Yes, highly recommend OBS Studios, but it's a lot to learn, and that's something that I've been learning more and more as we've progressed through today, of how I can handle different things with what's called scenes and a few other things. So happy to, I'm gonna probably do a review of OBS Studio after the event, not obviously part of the live stream, but where I can talk about what we've used, how we've used it. Within that, I can get obviously feedback from those also who have used OBS Studio or other tools, and see if you've either done something differently. Hopefully we can use that as a bit of a learning experience on all parts. But I know, for example, Jared's looking at it from JB Painting. He's looking at doing some live streams. He's probably even streaming now-ish of his painting and hobby. So probably less flicking between scenes, but it is still something that, I think these sort of tools are handy. And I'm a big fan of helping out the community in all ways, shapes and forms. It's the original reason why I built Down Under Pairings. However, if I can help with other things, like how to use tools like OBS Studio, there are plenty of different different tutorials on things like OBS or various other programs. However, my focus will be 100% on how we would handle it for a 40k event. How you would handle multiple cameras, how we set up the rig this time, how we're going to set it up when we're back in Melbourne. So the rig that we have got set up is has been supplied by Objective Secured, so they have it at their place where they do battle reports. So we've used that, and what we'll do once the game's finished, I'll grab that webcam. I'll show you a couple of the angles and how we've managed to achieve what we have. I think I'm pretty stoked with the setup.
Yeah, absolutely.
But learn a lot from this, and yeah, we'll probably next time try and avoid doing it next to a window.
Well, we've already got it set up. We can just shift it.
Yeah.
Oh, if we do this again, yes.
We
will avoid. I mean, I don't think we're going to move it tomorrow. I think we leave it the way it is. And if anything, we could find something bigger than that and just shut out that whole window.
The other option is we could, if we wanted, we could move it over one for tomorrow. But we've got the range.
Yeah, we do have the range.
Although we'd have to then walk over to see some of these, dice and a few others.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what was the VP for
he's on
Brendan?
8.
Brendan's on 8
to 13. So, but where we are looking right now, looks like Simon has fallen back with all of his units there. He hasn't pushed anything towards the Flyers or the Raiders, which might be a mistake. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see there.
There is nothing down there, though.
There's nothing down there, but it just killing one of those Flyers would take away a lot of mobility.
It would.
And take away his ability. So the thing I'm worried about with the Flyers now is that they'll be very good at sniping off characters.
Yeah.
And that's just going to be kill points per turn just eating up.
No, agreed. Although, depending on how he's bubble wrapped in that centre.
One thing I will say that he's done very cleverly, Simon has just kept his Skyweavers where they are, probably knowing that those planes literally have to come towards him next turn.
Yeah.
Both those planes only have one way to go, and that's to the left of the board. They have to turn 90 degrees towards our left.
What is the minimum move of one of those?
20 inch minimum. They are both going to be going right into his.
I think you would keep them together, but the one that is directly under Simon's head right now could, I think, have enough room to go to the right.
Yes.
So you could move the one on the right. You could basically almost switch spots.
Yes.
If you wanted to go nowhere near those Skyweavers.
Yeah, maybe you could do with the leftmost one, but I think the rightmost one has nowhere to go. 20 inches, I believe, is well and truly past where that other one is.
No, see, I reckon you could get that.
I think it's somewhere near on top of the crates.
Well, that's the thing. I reckon get the one on the right around where the crates are.
Yeah.
And the one on the left, I reckon you could get pretty much where the one on the right currently is. It does mean that those Skyweavers probably have a good chance of taking out that one on the right when it goes to the left.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But that then takes them off those objectives.
Yes.
So, hey.
Yes, and look, he's scoring points every turn, sitting on those objectives. They're worth a point every turn that you hold them.
Oh, this is...
it's progressive.
It's progressive.
And so this is the one where you can blow off the ones in your opponent's deployment zone. Naturally, these are two
Thanks, Josh.
quite good...
what time are you guys streaming tomorrow? So we are going probably...
8:30?
It's 8:30 our time here tomorrow morning. So it'll be 10:30 East Coast time. Will be the aimed go live time. We will most likely start the stream a little early like we did today and just have it started and people can join in and so on. But yes, it'll be going live 8:30 tomorrow morning Western Australia time. So yeah, please come on back, share some love, let everyone know where to find us. And once again, if there are any songs that you guys want to hear in the dead air time, when between rounds and so on, rather than just dead silence, let us know, and we will see what we can do about putting the, maybe Spotify or something.
Yep. We'll get something on for you.
Yep.
All right, adios. Catch you next time.
That's adios to Josh. We are still going.
Yes. Oh, of course.
It did sound a little like we were signing off. We are not signing off.
We're not signing off. In fact, this is a lot more of the game than we thought it was going to be. I mean, Simon still has 15 victory points right now, but actually he's on 16 for First Blood, he said.
Yeah, well, it's updated to
16.
16
victory points to 8, and he hasn't had his turn 2 yet. So he's more than doubled him, and the other guy's had 2 turns, he's only had 1.
Yeah.
So that is still possibly insurmountable, but he has eaten that somewhat back.
Yep.
But there are a lot of characters.
Is it enough?
I don't think it is. There are a lot of characters next to all those Harlequins who have just fallen out of combat. One Succubus is dead. There's another Succubus, an Archon there, and a unit of Witches. The Archon's the only thing there that I'm not sure if he's going to bother trying to kill. simply because that 2+ invulnerable save is such a bitch to waste fusion shots on.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, if you get one through,
yeah, you only need one to get through.
you only need one to get
true.
through. How many?
But-
It depends how many fusion pistols you got.
Well,
there.
my thing would be to shoot everything else to dead with the fusions and charge it and wrap it,
Yep.
and then he can't back off from you, and you can back off from him and shoot and charge again whenever you want.
Yep.
So
No, I agree.
that Archon will be very good for you as a fulcrum to wrap
So
and
how
keep you
far?
there and just
How
hope
far do
he
you reckon
survives.
those jet bikes can go in the next turn?
They can go 22. We know that. So
So
I
do you
think
reckon?
that
Do you
is-
reckon he could get them over and
That-
tag something and wrap it,
Yes.
and then leave the jet bikes locked so he can't shoot them?
yes, that's doable.
Is there enough there to do it?
Yeah, I think there is.
'Cause that's one of the things I really like about Simon's list, is there is enough there that if you tag something, even if you don't kill it like a 2+ invuln,
Well, that's perfect. That's why it's perfect that he's got a 2+ invuln unit there. He can use that to his advantage.
and the other thing, for those unfamiliar, there is a shifty 40k rulebook FAQ, which is fantastic in these sort of scenarios. So every model in the game is
Yes.
armed with a close combat weapon.
With a close combat weapon, which is strength user, no rend, 1 damage.
Yep. So I see not enough people do this. Let's say you've got a knight, you've got Magnus, you've got Mortarion. You charge a unit. If you can wrap it with some other chaff,
Yeah.
doesn't matter how big that unit is. Don't use your main weapon. Use the close combat weapon
Yep.
in your turn. So in your turn you don't kill it. Like if you got a screening unit of say 5 scouts, you can charge those 5 scouts with say Mortarion and try and wrap one of those scouts with something else.
Cultists or
Cultists or
Zangors,
whatever.
yeah.
All right, and basically don't kill it, and then in their turn you wipe it with Mortarion or whatever.
What I
it
see
is.
happen a lot in those situations is Alpha Legion Cultists. Actually, Chaos pull this off a lot because naturally they've got the 2 big scary Primarchs that they need to keep alive.
Yep.
So what they'll do is, because people will put screens next to each other, they'll put like 5 scouts there and then 5 scouts literally right next to them within like 2 or 3 inches. That's the worst thing you can do, guys.
Yep.
When you're playing against Magnus and Mortarion, put them Magnus's base size away plus 2.1 inches.
Okay.
Plus 2.1 inches. So he can't physically fit between them and then kill one, consolidate into the last one, and that's the one that's wrapped.
Why
with
2.1
cultists.
inches?
Actually, yeah, sorry, 3.1 inches. Yeah, 3.1
Well, it needs
inches.
to be more than that because you've got. It needs to be.
Well, he can't pile in.
No, all right. So
he charges,
you
gets
only have
within-
to be within an inch.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 1 inch plus
Yep.
the pile in plus an inch. So you need 5.1.
5.1. There you go. You heard it from the man himself. How many inches is his base at the longest? Because they got oval bases.
Pretty
Yeah?
fucking long. It's pretty long.
Yeah, they're long. They're going to be like
Um,
almost 6 inches.
So you need 5.1 plus that.
Yeah. And look, to stop deep strikers, you only need to be 18 inches between the units to
Yep.
stop deep strikers, because they can't deep strike between you.
Yep.
You even do 19 inches, depending on how big the base size is for deep strikers. If they're 32s, you need to be 18, or like 18.5, 18.8.
Did Simon lose yet? He hasn't lost yet. No, he's currently winning.
No, it's currently-
if you want to look at the scoreboard on the screen, he is 16 victory points to 8.
If you look at what's just happened here, he's just charged,
Ooh,
I think,
and,
2 units of
the other
troops
thing,
and a bunch of characters into the witches and those characters. What do we?
The other thing we've missed along the line is Brendan has blown a shitload of CP. He's only got 2 left.
He's down to 2.
I can't tell you what he's used it on. We've been talking too much shit.
Yeah, we have. It's good shit.
Yeah.
We've got 21 viewers, 22 viewers. Shit, it can't have been bad. Awful shit.
Look, as I said before, if we get to 25, this guy's doing a breakdance. And if we get to 30, he's taking his shirt off.
Holy crap.
So what we need to get to is exactly 29.
29 and just plateau at 29.
100 millimeter base for Magnus. Yeah, so
100
5.1 inches plus that
Yeah.
is the gap that you need for that scenario. But there's other options. There's other ways of doing
You
it.
just stagger them. You stagger them in layers.
Yeah.
So that, yeah. So you don't put them in a line or in a semicircle.
The
You
problem
put
is
one further up, one further behind.
people. Yeah, you need to. Yeah. Look, screen units are fucking shit. I personally, if you've watched the tactic articles or vlogs from Nick Nanavati, he covers some of these points around wrapping. So basically charging one unit, killing that, wrapping another unit.
I just want to point out something. So you see there's a hole of Harlequins, yeah? They're like a circle of
There's a
Harlequins.
donut.
And there's nothing
There's a
in there
donut.
anymore.
There's a donut.
There's nothing in that circle anymore.
What
I
was
would
in that
assume
circle?
that's a succubus, witches, and possibly an Archon as well.
Four.
Yeah, so that's probably 2 or 3 kill points.
Ouch.
We'll see. I'll be interested to know how many attacks you had to put in to kill that Archon, because sometimes you fail the first one. And, you feel like such a chump. Dice, how many are you up to?
Restart.
Yeah, then count it past the 20.
So
so
so just put it on 7.
Yeah.
Yep. So so D20 wasn't big enough.
Yeah, so like I said, Simon just killed all those characters.
Brutal. That was brutal.
See, he did what he said. So that 9 each turn just keeps him on the board, but Matt's not here to see it.
Yep.
And he has just put it right in eatable range for those Skyweavers, which is what I said he was going to do. And he's going to do the same thing with the next one, and it's going to get eaten too.
Yep. Personally, I would have gone my...
what you said, yeah. He
bait
might
and
not
switch.
have even thought about it. But 22 inches, that's minimum. He's going to get every single haywire shot that he has on him.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get within 22 inches to charge him.
Yeah, it's tough.
You're absolutely right, Master Strider. Again, you can put scouts in the ring, so you can't wrap them. But that's if they don't kill any. As soon as you kill one, they can use their consolidate to wrap.
So all right. So this is one thing I've been looking at for a while now. Is all right. So people often do 5-man scout units because they're cheap. All right, and they're good screen units historically.
Yeah.
All right, but you need 10-man squads in my opinion, and I'll tell you why. You deploy them in a circle.
Yep.
All right, and you fall back into yourself.
Oh yes. Then you are. Yeah, it is impossible. Yeah.
So even if you can wrap the entire circle, as long as there's enough room for it to go into itself.
And in those situations, all you need to do is have the piece of your circle be smaller than the size of their bases.
Yep.
So they can't fit a base through the gaps, and then you're fine. You're absolutely plumb. All right. So that was another big turn by Simon. Simon's up to 27.
Yes.
27 points to 8.
So we are top
fucked.
top of turn 4.
That kind of scoring ability when you only have 2 Maelstrom points, guys. He's only got 2 Maelstrom cards, and he has done a 15-point turn and now a 12-point turn. Whew. Paddle Pop Lion. I wonder who that could be.
Fucking Paddle Pop.
Paddle Pop Lion.
Yeah, 8 models minimum for the circles trick.
Yep.
Look, the reason why I say 10 rather than 8 is because because what you can then do is you have your circle of say 8 or probably 9 models, and you have 1 or 2 models in the middle. So they're the ones you remove when they do casualties.
See, my other issue with that is all it takes is 1 smite to fuck your plan.
True.
Yeah. Oh, but then you just take away the ones that are the most furthest away.
Yeah.
From the circle. That's how you have to do it.
Look, sometimes a circle isn't even required. A U shape will do the same job.
Yeah, a horseshoe.
Yeah. It's Chad Kroger. It is Chad Kroger. So Master Strider, I'm not sure if you know our good mate Matt Antonello, the Paddle Pop Lion, but yes, he
does look like
a little bit like Chad Kroger. Or Chad Kroger looks like him.
Either way around.
Yeah.
I would say friend Matt Antonello is a much more proficient shirt and shorts wearer.
Yeah, although all right, so
any weather he's good to go. Shirt and shorts.
Yeah, so I will point out, so Matt Antonello, I would say is a pretty knowledgeable fellow when it comes to 40k. So when it comes to list analysis, list design, top job is yes, it is how you roll. But this is not where I'm going with that, mate.
No.
So the Dream Team competition, there are 21 people on the Dream Team. Adam Camilleri deliberately chose randoms. And Antonello, I think, probably took it a bit more seriously, and he is currently coming 20th. So
out of 21.
Yeah, so your team is not going so great. It's not going so great.
Because you picked Morriselli, of course.
I picked Morriselli as well, but I'm up at the pointy end.
Look, Jason Collins, I almost picked Jason Collins as well because I really liked his list.
Yeah.
Matt Aird was the Aston Miller time list we had on first.
Yeah.
And he's actually doing really well.
He's doing well, 48
points out of 2 games. That's very respectable. Yes, because you see what he's done. He's bought three big swingers, being Morrisoli, Mansky, and Simon.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, truthfully, Peter's actually worth a lot of points as well.
Who?
Peter Patel.
Pete is worth a few.
And he's not doing good. He's on 4 points for 2 games.
Yeah, Pete.
Our glorious ETC captain, repping us good.
Yeah.
Horrible losers.
Yeah, horrible losers.
Yeah. They're
Yes,
fine.
so for those, once again, for those interested in following how the Dream Team competition is going, you can head over to the link that I'm just posting in the chat and check out who's at the top of the leaderboard, which is Ben Rigby at the moment. He has been all day.
He has, ever since round 1.
And let's go back to...
Yeah, the bikes are getting a bit thin, guys.
4.
What are we up to? We're up to 1, 2, 3.
So one of the squad has 3 left, and one of the squad has 4.
We've got 12 dead bikes. So I'm guessing that's every shot he's got going into them.
Yeah, probably.
Which could be... Oh, wow. It's actually not looking like as many
3 and 4
bodies on the board for Simon. Simon needs to start actually taking away some of his firepower after... Or there is actually a risk he'll get wiped.
Look, there is actually quite a few models directly under that centerpiece of terrain.
Oh, really?
I can't tell you just how many,
Troops?
but there I can...
Big
Oh,
troop
actually, not
squads.
that many. It looks like a couple of characters, maybe.
Well, he looks like he's got 10 guys out in the...
Well, I think that's a mix of units as well. It's done a really... the donut shape around those characters.
a lot of different units. So there is some points to be picked up there.
Yeah. So...
Look, it would be
Yep,
such
so
a...
So I think the planes have finished shooting, and that's the damage you saw on the Skyweavers.
I would assume that has got to be the Raiders and the Ravagers as well.
No. They're about to start. They're currently shooting at the
Why
Harleys.
is Simon not spending CP?
I don't know.
Surely he gave them 3+ invulnerable saves and -1 DC. How did he...
I don't know.
He's got 8 command points there. How is he not spending those to keep the bikes?
It's a tough call.
I am very confused. Very confused.
Look, he is a shitload of victory points ahead.
Yes, all he has to do is not get tabled, and I don't think he can lose.
At this stage, 27-8. Look, he is locked down a win, and he's just got to make sure he doesn't get tabled.
Yeah.
So the one thing I'd be interested to see is if after this turn, depending on how many of those Harleys are actually still alive down in the center section, if whether or not those jet bikes at the top left-hand corner, whether or not they go and hide behind that relatively large piece of terrain in that top left-hand
Well, I
corner.
still think he has to kill the planes. I still think as long as the planes are alive, he can't hide.
Or
They can go 60 inches, man, and shoot him anywhere he goes.
yeah, true. But my concern is if you go after them, it puts you in range of the shooting gallery.
Let's look at the shooting gallery. Yeah, you got 1 Ravager with 3 disintegrators,
And then 4 Raiders.
4 Raiders, which is 4 disintegrators, which is exactly the same amount as on those 2 planes. They have 4 disintegrators. So
Yep.
taking away that is taking away a full third of his firepower, just in those 2 planes. I almost think he has to do it.
Yep.
And between the haywire that he's got and the charging, I think he does it.
What's the max you can score if he gets tabled on turn 4? So a tabling is 20
Just a
points.
20. You
So
get
you
20.
auto win with a tabling with
It's
a
not,
max
it's
win.
not like ITC where you keep what you have.
Yep.
If you get tabled, you're tabled.
Yep.
I'm going to wait until the end of this turn, and then I'm going to go update the scores, and I'll go take a leak.
Yep.
I've drank 6 bottles of water at $4.50 a bottle. It's highway robbery here, guys.
We just need to bring water.
We do.
Shiza. Yeah. Yep. So in one of the games earlier, so in round 1, Vic versus WA, Dave Umana, who was playing Dark Elder Harleys, basically he was playing against Custodes and
Aggressors
and Deathwatch. It was Deathwatch.
Yeah, Deathwatch Aggressors.
And he got the Deathwatch player down to a single
Shield Captain.
Shield Captain with 2
wins
wins left, and the Shield Captain killed the dudes on the ground.
Yeah.
Dave had 3 planes pointing full health, pointing straight at that Shield Captain, but boots on the ground was tabled.
Tabled, 20-0. So obviously that guy played very well to get that result.
Yeah.
He had to take
apparently played super aggressive.
He had to take a ballsy line and go, I'm just going to kill the ground units, and stuck through it the entire game without deviating.
Yep.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one to play sometimes because you look at those planes and sometimes they are putting a fair bit of damage output, but then if you just ignore them and wear the damage, but then take out the rest, then shit can be brutal.
Yeah.
We're at 23 views, guys. So if we can get 2 more views, this guy's doing a breakdance.
Apparently I'm breakdancing.
And we're giving away a prize.
Yep. To be determined prize. But we'll cook up something nice.
Look, bare minimum, unless I can come up with something better, it will be a new in-box Chimera.
Nice.
I think I've got one of them sitting on the shelf at home.
Nice.
You know what? It'll be a new in-box something.
Yeah.
I think I've still got a Chimera. Unless I've robbed it for something else.
Alright. So I'm thinking...
I agree, Master Strider. I think there is a good chance that this could turn pear-shaped. And Panic says straight into the buy swap sell. Well.
So Simon's next turn will pretty much define the rest of the game.
Yep, 100%.
He needs to actually deal damage. He cannot... I don't think he can hide.
So what I would expect him to... So I'd be interested to see is whether or not he tries to kill the... where's the Ravager? The Ravager is near the top, I believe.
The top of
second
from the top of the boat.
All right, so that's probably not going to be touched. He's probably going to go for... Look, I'd probably go with the Raider and then potentially wrap the Witches.
Yep.
Depending on, just to, without seeing just how many models are there right now and how many of his own units. So keeping in mind that Simon's actually got quite a few units there of 1 or 2 models.
I'd just like to point out Simon's down to 6 command points, and it's obvious he's played a couple of stratagems to keep those...
to get those dudes alive.
Tried to keep all those guys alive. He just played another one. He's trying to keep all his troops alive, and I think that's actually the better play than keeping the Sky Wavers right now, because those are in his face.
Yep.
We're into the charge phase. So that's 2 squads of Witches that have gotten out of their Raider.
Yeah, completely agree. Master Stride does need to kill those flyers.
They need to go, guys.
Yep.
The question here is, was he better off putting all his defensive buffs and stratagems on the Skywavers, or was he better off doing what he's done and saved and put them on the troops?
We are at 25 views.
Holy crap.
We will do a breakdance after this stream.
My God.
And this guy will. And we will now have to work out who's going to get a prize.
Holy crap.
So, what are we going for?
What
Are we going for the funniest comments? Are we going to go for the best comments? The best interactions?
Yeah, the guy who's been the most consistent. We got 26.
Master Strider.
I think Master Strider's in it right now. Unless in between...
Oh, 26? Fuck me.
Holy shit.
We are... Sorry, guys. I'm getting a little excited here.
I'm totally not taking my shirt off, by the way.
Remember, if we get to 30, this guy's taking his shirt off.
I'm not doing that.
If we get to 35, I'll take mine
Why
off.
am I doing shit like this? Surely if we get to 30, you have to do something. I'm breakdancing already.
If we get to 30, I'll take my shirt off.
Holy crap.
All right. Okay, so, look, I reckon... I'm not asking your actual address, Master Strider, but what city do you live in?
He says he knows him from PE, so...
Sorry?
Didn't you say you knew him
from PE, so I'm assuming it's from Melbourne.
Yeah.
Or B-Rat.
Shirts off is against Twitch terms of services these days. That is true, actually.
Is it actually?
It actually is, yeah.
Oh, alright. Here's how we do it. Tune into our live Facebook stream after the event. You think you're excited?
No, we will find out something else to do.
Yeah, look.
Motorboat Morrisoli, yes! Yes!
Okay.
Alright, well done.
Sorry, we're getting a little bit excited because
I think we need to get back to the game. This game is hinging right now.
Yeah, 26 is our highest view count. We're pretty excited.
So he's had 2 units of Witches pretty much charge into his big unit there, a big blob, which is a couple of characters and a couple of troop units. Now, yeah. Do you know what I'm just going to do? I'm just going to do some clap push-ups.
Clap push-ups?
Some clap push-ups. We'll call that breakdancing.
Oh.
Oh, do you know that thing Homer does when he runs around in a circle on the floor? Makes sense? Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's my breakdance, guys. You will get to see me do that.
Alright. Exciting. Exciting times. Pants off is fine, though, apparently. Well, let's... we'll see. Probably not.
Probably not. Alright, I'm interested to see how many guys get removed here. He's already taken off 2 troops, I think. Yeah, Simon's dead pile is considerably more. And I think that's all down to poison shooting.
Jeez.
Out of the Raiders.
So for those playing at home, because I know Jared was asking these questions about how, why we're not a subscriber yet, yada, yada, yada. So we have to reach 50 followers. So right now we're at 36. So if you've really enjoyed this stream, please hit follow on the channel. Would really appreciate it.
And tell some of your mates too as well.
Yeah, exactly. We have to have 30 days performance. So views, 30-day stats. I'll have to have a look at that. But anyway, we need to stream for 8 hours, which we have already done.
Smashed into the
We've
ground
smashed
today.
We have to stream on 7 different days. So tomorrow will be our day 4.
Yep.
I kid you not. Do you know how we got one of those days?
What?
When I was testing.
Ha! Sick.
And we need an average of 3 viewers, which we've smashed at 13.33 over all our videos. So, yeah, as I said, hit that follow, because that's really what's going to hold us back.
It is.
And hopefully we can continue to bring more and more great content.
Okay, so what do we got here? We have lost... He hasn't lost as many Harleys as I thought he was going to. He's lost a few, though, but I think what's left is mostly characters, which should do quite a good job of chewing through there. And you said there's another troop unit underneath that piece of terrain, isn't there?
Well, I don't know if there was a character.
Well, I'm about to go take a whiz as soon as this turn's done.
So there's still something underneath there.
Yeah, it's got a card on it, so it's got to be a unit or something.
So there's also a succubus underneath there as well, though.
Okay.
So there's a bit of his, bit of theirs.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a cluster because the models are actually quite dark.
Yeah, they are.
Both of them. I do
they're
think
exactly
that
the same freaking size because they're Eldar and Eldar.
Exactly.
This is actually a really good game.
So Master Strider, we've actually got our time requirements down pat. It's number of days.
Yeah.
So and followers. So we haven't had to do anything shonky to really get that up.
Nah.
But yes, as I said before, if you hit that follow, really appreciate it.
So Simon's just hit back. He's taken down 3 of 5. I was thinking about 3 of 5 witches, or was that 4 or 5? No, it's 3. And he's about to strike back some more. So there's no way that Simon's getting that whole bit of his army taken care of and wiped. The problem is the Shardnets might keep him there for his turn.
Yep.
Which is what he really doesn't want to have happen.
But keeping in mind, I believe there's a number of Harley squads there.
Yeah.
So the Shardnet, it's a roll-off, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's unlikely going to... He can't keep them all? Or
I think he keep them all. I think he only keeps one. Actually, he only keeps ones that are within 1 inch of the Shardnet.
Okay,
so if he hasn't based them or come close to basing them...
Look, it would depend on the exact position.
They're 25mm bases. It could be in...
Depends on the Shardnets there, depends on it. Yeah, a few different factors, but yeah.
I don't think he hasn't got any kill points yet. He might have 1 kill point.
Who?
Brendan.
Well, he's got at least 1 unit of jet bikes.
No, he hasn't. That unit of jet bikes has got 1 left.
There was 3. There was 3, and he's killed 1.
Oh, yeah, he killed 1. Yeah. No, I mean this turn.
This turn?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't think he's got a kill point yet.
But it's going to come down. Probably come down. Look, there was a 3-man that got dropped down to 1. What's their morale? Because
he had a 5-man go down to 1 left.
And he rolled a 6.
And he rolled a 6. Re-rolled it with a command point, got a 6. I'm assuming it was probably a 5 or a 6. I'm going to say that leaves him 9.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Shardnet just make the roll better. So it's a D6 versus D3 for the Shardnet. He's just vectored fight again with the Solitaire. So the big play there. Because I think that's down to 1 command point for the Dark Eldar player.
Yeah.
So Simon just went to attack again with his Solitaire, which probably would have eaten... I see he's eaten 1 unit of witches. They're gone. He's only got 1 Shardnet left there, and he's probably just going to smash it down with the Solitaire, and then just completely break out.
How many CP... look, I reckon I must have updated the CP accidentally earlier, because I only had... did Brendan have a way of getting CP back?
6 he gets them back. And he steals them off Simon with CP as
That's
well.
That's why, yeah. So I did actually have him down to 2 command points.
And then Simon spent 4 CP to put a bunch of defensive buffs on all his troop units to keep him there through all the shooting, so he couldn't get to his characters. And so he must have gained 1 or 2 back there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to get up and update these scores. I'm going to take a whiz, and I'll be right back.
How can he vector he only had 2 left? No, actually he didn't have 2 left. So basically, at one point he did have 2 left, and we're fairly confident that he regained some at some stage, or potentially we had updated the dice incorrectly. But yep. So we're on. So we are now seeing Brendan on 13 victory points to 27 victory points from Simon. Yes. So that was top of turn 3. We're now at the bottom of turn 3. So for those that are new to the stream and potentially new to some of the lingo, basically the way people talk about turns, top of the turn refers to the person who went first, and bottom of the turn refers to the person who went second. So Simon went second, so it is now his turn 3. Yeah. And I'm just updating some of these scoreboards to make sure it's easy for those jumping in afterwards to keep track of where we're up to. So for those that have been following, the yellow player's name is whose turn it is. But so it also says bottom of Queensland Harley. So I'm trying to keep as much information there for you guys to very quickly, at a glance, see where we're up to. And yeah, so let's look at what Simon's currently up to. So it does look like he lost that last jet bike, potentially to morale, while I was updating those scores. So he's using some command points. What's he using those for? So the infantry units in the middle of the board, it's actually a little hard to see from here, but there's basically some Harlequins, which are the purple units. So the Harlequin troops are in there, as well as a couple of Harley characters. And a little hard to see, but there's also 1 or 2 witches still remaining in that little huddle. Directly underneath that center piece of terrain, there is also succubus and some Harleys. A little hard to see both from the camera and this angle. Oh, some of them are coming out. So it looks like there was a troop squad still underneath there. And I've just got a question. I'll be with you in 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. What other questions we got there? No other real questions at this stage. So, yes, we are going into... It's still just turn 3 movement. It is getting quite dark outside, which means that light is finally out of my eyes, because the last little while has been pretty horrendous with the sun coming through the window on that angle. And what I might do while he's doing his movement phase is quickly jump over and check out potentially how the other rounds are going. So far this round, Queensland versus New Zealand, we have had 3 games entered, and Queensland have got 20 zips on all 3 of them. So Queensland are looking pretty comfortable for this round. For those interested in which ones, basically Liam with his 1,000 Suns got a 20-point win against New Zealand's 1,000 Suns. Brett Warhurst with his Knights got a 20-0 against New Zealand's Heretic Astartes. And Luke Pearce got a 20-0 with his Heretic Astartes against New Zealand's Astra Militarum. So pretty convincing so far to New Zealand. Sorry, Queensland. Have a look at the other rounds. The other rounds, the teams haven't actually entered their scores as yet. So let's have a look at Vic versus New South Wales. Player 1. So yes, we still haven't seen the scores for those yet. They haven't entered any scores, but we will come back to you. Well, there's still quite a bit of time left in the round to cover those games. Whoa, geez, taking out the table. Okay, let's go back to the game. Let me just take you off mute.
All right.
Okay, so far we've pretty much just moved around a bit.
The Skyweavers have stayed where they are.
They have. It looks like they're trying to tap 2 objectives.
Yes, it does. That's interesting. I don't know why they would have stayed there. They're just going to give up those kill points next turn.
Victory points section is the total victory points.
Yeah.
Paddlepop. Yep.
No, I'm a bit confused by why he's chosen to do that.
Oh, look, he could be looking at how much time is left, and he could be looking at, well, all right, I can hold these 2 objectives, and what is it, 1 VP per turn?
Yeah, 1 VP per turn.
So
So they're worth 2
VP?
more to me.
All right, so his unit dying. All right, so if he goes over and tries to take out a plane and doesn't do it,
That's true.
All
He's
right,
given up the
then-
VP for nothing.
then
And then going to give up another one when he dies for nothing.
he has to put effort into taking out
Yes.
that unit.
And literally all Simon needs to do is not get like we said, not get tabled, and he's going to get a very healthy win out of this.
Yep.
But he really, to not get tabled, he needs to kill some stuff this turn. There's no two ways about
Yeah,
it. It looks like he has killed his way out of the. Oh, see the bottom there? I'm guessing that's a shard net holding a unit or at least 1 unit of troops there against 2 witches.
Put these bad boys on.
Look at you! Look at you! Old man Diffie.
Old man Diffie.
Crikey! Look at him! What a stallion!
All right, so what we've got is in the center of the table. No, just off center to the right, but closest to the crates.
Yep.
There is 3 models there and a blue dice. All right. In there is 2 witches.
Yeah,
and
and
a troop master.
Yeah. So that's the shard net's held the troop master in there.
Yep. Then also in the directly above that, there is 2 dark-looking objects. One of those is a black dice.
Yep.
And the other one is an Archon.
Okay.
Then everything else to the right of it is Harleys.
Yeah.
There's some characters
Various
in there and there's
stripes.
some troops. Now, I still can't see directly underneath that piece of terrain
There's another unit of
in the
troops
center,
under there.
but you can see that there is a model.
Yeah, 3 troops.
Yeah, it is just troops. Yep.
And they're just camping an objective.
Yep. Yep.
So, yeah, Simon just has to not get tabled here, but there's actually a decent chance he might. But he needs to do significant damage now.
Yep.
If he hasn't shot if he shot all his plasma fusions and hasn't taken off a boat, he's actually in trouble.
Yep.
Oh, looks like he's just charged. So yeah, he didn't take off a boat. Okay, Simon's in trouble, guys. Yeah.
Just going to see if I can get a slightly better look. I'll keep the headset plugged in so as you guys can hear me. So those guys, that troop on the right hand side, it's really hard to see once again, but with some of these special characters that are just kind of hiding in there. There's actually there's an Archon that he just charged.
Yep.
All right, so he's charged a troop into an Archon. He'll probably drop it.
Yeah.
All right, so he's obviously looking at the long game, just trying to
not
die.
So what turn are we on? This is Simon's turn 3, yeah?
This is Simon's turn 3. This is bottom of turn 3. Now remembering that Brendan's list, if I bring that back up, let's close you. Let's go back to... Because Brendan's list had 3 Archons in it. 2 of them, I believe, have Husk Blades,
yes.
and one of them is Bare Bones.
Oh, that's the Bare Bones one?
That'll be the Bare Bones one.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really have too much of a risk of...
That'll be his Warlord one. Warlord's the Bare Bones
so
one.
let's go have a look at Brendan's list, just to confirm that. So his Archon Warlord is a Splinter Pistol Venom Blade, and then the other two Archons are Blasters and Husk Blades. So what you're seeing, so there's one Archon with a Husk Blade Blaster smack bang in the center that's just been removed. He's just killed that. And the other Archon is...
oh, yes, he just got that one.
Yep.
The black dice next to it.
Yep. So he's just wrapped that. He'll just wrap that Archon.
Yeah. And hopefully he just hits it with basic weapons.
With these points, he's so far ahead that he just needs to avoid getting tabled at this stage.
Look what he's done. He's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to get 5 more
points this turn.
Points just from sitting objectives this turn at a minimum. He's already just got 1 kill point there.
He's playing defensive.
He's probably going to get another
choice.
kill point as well. So he's going to get another 7 points this turn, putting him up to 34. To what? 13?
Yeah, 13 at the moment.
Insane.
Yep. So we're gonna, it's absolute. Simon is dominating. How much time is left is the question. So let me bring that up. So we have 32 minutes left of the round.
So a turn 4 finish is most likely. They both get a turn 4 and the game is over. So that looks pretty good.
The game is over.
I think the game is over. I don't think with one more shooting phase, Simon gets
I looked
wiped.
at that first turn and like, wow, that was amazing. Can't do that again. And then it followed up with turn 2. He smashed it out again. He pretty much did 15 VP turn 1, and then 12 VP turn 2.
Yeah.
And he's going to get 5 VP alone from objectives. He killed an Archon.
He's killed
just
cleared witches.
He's cleared witches.
Yep.
So that's
7.
7 points. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So as long as he does not punch that Archon to death, I don't think he can get tabled because he's only got to survive through one more shooting turn, which that Archon will be locked in combat with, and he can't lose.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
A turn 5 was turn 6 finish, completely different game, but neither of these players have. Neither of these players have slow played. They both played at a really good pace, and we know that they started 15 to 20 minutes late in this round.
So it's also worth pointing out that those Raiders are still full.
Yeah. So what he'll have to do is get them all out, charge them into that combat.
Yep. Now they are they're warriors. They're not witches. Okay. The witches have already done their load.
Yeah, which is already gone.
So what Brendan's hoping for is the Archon to die.
Oh, he needs it to die. 110%. He needs it to die.
Yep.
But if it dies, it's still iffy that he wipes him. It's still iffy that he wipes him.
Yeah.
Look, Simon's still got 4 command points in hand.
Yep.
What are you up to, Simon? 35. Yep.
Simon's just gone up to 35
Oh,
virtual points. This is a.
So what is that? Is that 35 to 13?
Yep. Yep, and we're going into top of T4, New Zealand, Drakari. Yeah, this is brutal. And how many CP? We've got 4 to 1. So there's obviously CP in that previous turn. Fuck, that was a. He's just having some dominating turns. Look, I think we're looking at those jet bikes up the top left-hand corner. They're dead. They're dead. He's got 2 planes that are just point at him.
Yep. I'm just going to ask.
He does have 4 CP left.
I'm just going to ask Simon something. Simon, is the shadow field still up on that Archon that you wrapped? You went through it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, really? So.
But you've wrapped him, yeah?
So So.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but basically, Simon has attacked the Archon.
Almost killed him.
He almost killed him. He got through the shadow field.
Yeah.
And then, but the guy passed 2 6 up. Feel no pains. Then he punched back. He was looking like he was going to kill 2 Harlequins, which would have
broken him out.
Broken it so that he couldn't wrap him. So that was what that 1 CP was used for. He re-rolled one of those saves.
Yeah, 4+.
So as he could wrap the Archon. That
Keep
was
it wrapped.
a...
That's the game winner right there.
Yep.
That's just decided the game. That's put it out of Brendan's reach. He can no
Yep.
longer win this game.
Yep.
Simply because you cannot kill those three models
No.
around the Archon.
No.
And this is going to be the last shooting phase of the game.
That
most
being said, if Brendan is super quick,
super quick.
so I'm talking like fucking just fucking go bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, his chance for another turn. He's already into the shooting phase.
Yeah.
Already in the shooting phase. Hey, you're actually right. What's the time left? What's the countdown?
About half an hour.
Oh, seriously?
You could get 5 turns in this.
You could go another turn.
If this goes 5 turns, oh. What does he do? So Simon needs to, in his turn, or
I think a lot of this is going to hinge on what's characters here and what's troop units.
you know what I would do?
What?
Okay, so this is pro strat, guys. Knowing your terrain, knowing your tables. All right. So see where those planes are? They're obviously the most mobile units that he's got, right? So those Harlequins. What he needs to do is survive this round. Okay. Potentially, ideally, kill that Archon
Yes.
in his turn, in Brendan's turn, and then consolidate out. And then right next to him is a silo.
Put him in the silo.
Put him in the silo. That would mean that one raider could potentially
Shoot
get
them.
up on top
if
of
they
that.
drop that can.
Yep.
There.
Drop on that can.
Okay.
The rest won't be able to shoot him.
You could. I'd say you could make a case for getting a wobbly model up onto, wobbly modeling another one up there onto that other pipe.
Onto the one right next to where the
Next
raider
to,
is.
to the left of it.
Yep. Otherwise, it's just being turned
but
on.
still 2. That is a lot better than 5.
Yep.
Significantly better than 5. Turns out.
Look, it's going to come down, but I think it's.
If it goes 5, I think Simon loses now.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, seeing as I believe Simon's played an incredible game.
Yep. I mean, you just got to look.
But look at what Simon. But this is what I say.
I also did
this
point
is what
out.
I say against
All right,
Simon.
so he's just dropped those 4 CP down to 2.
So something's gone. So he's put 2 command. He's put 2.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's 3+ invulnerable save, -1 to hit on that unit of 2 Star Weavers.
Yep.
And if they survive, that's huge.
Yep. So
So
he's dropped down to 2.
I think.
So if those jetbucks survive, what he then does is he moves them to the bottom left-hand corner. There is a
Oh my God, Dark Elder's up to 3 command points again. He's
Sorry?
got a Vect in pocket.
4. Ouch. See, this is
Scary stuff, guys.
yeah. This is very swinging. Now I'm just trying to get a better line of sight on one of these pieces of terrain.
What strategy play on those two Skyweavers? What strategy play on those 2 Skyweavers? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Yeah, that's what we thought. He's ensured to try and keep those 2 Skyweavers alive with -1 to hit, +1 save. So
Yep.
it looks like they're probably going to survive this,
Yep.
which is pretty big.
So would you, at this stage,
Bust them down to the bottom
left-hand corner?
Bottom left-hand corner. The
Now-
planes can't get to them next turn.
So he needs to put them in pretty much a straight line,
Yeah.
like on an angle,
Yeah.
because that is a solid circle. Well, basically, you've seen a lot of these pieces of terrain. They're silo-like.
Yeah.
So it's a solid round piece. So he can probably get a line of sight. And what he'd be aiming to do is get a line of sight of the 2 raiders down the bottom. The raider and the ravager at the top. I don't think there's any chance of them getting there. Yeah. So look, if those 4 can survive,
Well, I think 2 are dead. There's 2 2-man units.
are they 2 man
They're
units?
2 2-mans.
Oh, that's a different story. That's a
Yeah.
different story.
I-
'cause
I'm,
he's got one guy from
so
morale.
I'm quite sure they're 2 2-mans.
No, I don't think they are.
If it's 1 4-man,
It's 1 4-man. It's 1 4-man.
if it is, that's actually really cool.
Yep.
That's a different story. Completely. That just changes the complexity of the game because those 4 Skyweavers will not die now. And I think he has shot the planes already.
Yep.
I think he's shot the planes.
He has.
And he's done. No, he hasn't.
Nothing.
I don't think
he's done a wound. No, he's done a wound. I can see a dice next
Yeah,
to
I
it.
thought it, but it's got
Comes back to my
on-
comment before.
I think it's on the 5. So I don't know what it looks like. It's on the 5 to my eye.
How the fuck can you see the number of that? So you can comfortably hide 1 model from everyone and a small packet
damage would easily see one model live. With 2 CP, you can even auto pass morale. Agreed. You say that, but Brendan has 3 CP in hand for Vect. This game is crazy. Never underestimate people getting tired after 3 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
So my critique on Simon's game is he has, even after getting a nearly insurmountable lead,
Yep.
he's continued to invest in that lead rather than taking away damaging units.
Yep.
So that could possibly be the mistake here. He doesn't need to be on 37 fucking victory points to 13. Doesn't matter. As soon as he more than doubled him, the game was decided. As long as you don't get tabled, at that point you start just taking away assets from your opponent.
Yep.
Get that last Ravager gone. Get one of those planes gone.
Yep.
And then it's not a question of him tabling you anymore. He can't actually do it.
Yep.
So that would be my critique on this game so far. But look, he could just win this anyway, and then that's an irrelevant opinion.
Yep. But as I said, look, I feel as though...
Do we have a gentleman named Adam Abramowitz watching us? If you don't know who that is, that's the Best General Podcast, Adam Abramowitz, who I've been a patron of for quite some time. He's quite well known. Went to the Nova Open, played in the Invitational. He's a top bloke. So let's see if that is him.
And he needs one of them hats.
He needs one of them hats.
Mate, we'll make it happen.
He lives in the Southern America.
We'll make it happen.
We will send one to you. Post up if it's you. Say hello, dude. But yeah, hope you're enjoying this crazy-ass game. Huge swing. I'll bring you up to speed after I've seen that you actually are here. Because there's a bit of a story to this game, and it's a pretty interesting one. Post up, you slacker.
What?
Oh, no.
He vected an interrupt and rolled a 6 for those playing at home.
Yes. So it looks like Mr. Abramowitz is on here. So this game has been straight Dark Eldar. So my compatriots just busted off. So straight Dark Eldar versus the South of America. Sorry, the South of America, the Southern States of America. So my compatriots jumped up to talk to somebody. So this is Dark Eldar versus Harlequins. Now the Harlequin player pulled Domination for his first and only Maelstrom card turn 1, because you start at 1, you go 2, 3, 4 as the turns progress, and he went and he got Maelstrom top of turn 1. He ended turn 1 with 15 points in hand. It's really hard for me to get my head around the southeast, northwest coast, and north and southern, east and west French border. So the Harlequin player has a massive lead, 37 points to 13. And literally, he just needs to not get tabled, and he'll walk away with a 20-point win out of this. Right now, on the right of the screen, above those, in the middle of those silos, he has a Archon that's been wrapped by troops and a character. Now, he's just that guy has just lived through what's possibly the last shooting turn of the game, depending on how fast the Harlequins player plays. This is turn 4. That could have just decided the game. Should they go to turn 5, there is a good to fair possibility that without any command points, the Harlequins player gets wiped, and even though he's 37 to 13 points up, he gets 20'd. So, pretty phenomenal game, considering it. Now, we're trying to weigh up whether the Harlequin player played it right, sacrificing the ability to kill opponents' assets, opponents' killing units, because we've still got the 2 flyers there, we've still got 1 Ravager, and we've still got Raiders full of poison shooting, which is actually really relevant against Harlequins. So we're trying to debate whether or not he was right to sacrifice killing stuff to go and just get this massive points lead, and whether or not he gets tabled. So he's just pulled his 4 Maelstrom cards. We need to get an update on whereabouts the Dark Eldar's command points are at. And if you didn't see just then, the Harlequin player went to interrupt into the combat, and he got vected, and his opponent rolled a 6, which has cost him all of his last command points. There's 1 command point left in this game. Those 4 Skyweavers, I'm not sure what I would do with them. So there is a possibility that you could hide them in the bottom left corner of the table. With the way the Razor Wings are pointed, you could line of sight them so they can't see you and can't shoot you, pretty much guaranteeing you the win. The other option is you try and take one out. You don't have any command points left. Yeah, possibly, Matt. So, but he can do that now and see if he can hold on. And that's if there is no time left in this game. So we're going to do a quick time check on this game as soon as Josh gets back. But past that, do we have any troops under there? No. Interesting. This is actually going to be a really tight game at the end. Not in points. I think if Simon doesn't get tabled, he's going to get a 20. And if he does get tabled, he gets a 20. Yes?
Oh. What have you done? Okay, so we've got Dean from WA who'll come in tomorrow to do a proper chat. But Dean won gold for squad at. What have you done with this freaking? All right, I'm just gonna hold it. Dean won gold for squad at Golden Demon. So let's in the UK. All right, so let's see if I can get that up there. Oh, I'm not sure. This is not doing it any justice. Any justice. There are photos of it, no doubt. We'll get them up. But yeah, we're gonna have a chat with him about basically the awesome shit that he's been doing. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just gonna be very gentle.
That is gorgeous, guys.
There we go.
Some superb scroll work on that banner.
Yep.
That's really good. I realised I can't hear.
Yeah, well.
All right, back into this game. So tomorrow we will have a Golden Demon winning artist join us and give us a breakdown of some few things. So we might do that in a gap between games or after or before. We'll see how we go. Thanks for joining us, Adam. I hope you... Don't you live in Amsterdam now? Shut down. Master Strider, like we were going to give you a prize, but you've just like shamed us with your geography knowledge. I'm disappointed. All right, how are we doing here? Have the Skyweavers not moved once again? Oh, trying to dig up Master Strider. I wouldn't believe that for a second. All right, where are we at? So he's falling back from the Archon. Is that because he's only got 2 models there and he can no longer... So he's placing him on an objective. See you in a bit, Adam. Thanks for joining us, dude. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to having you back on, man. So that
All right, so I'm
Archon
back.
killed one of those troops, which means that he was no longer able to
Wrap it.
So he's just fallen back to go and cap an objective instead.
Okay.
Now, what's he going to do with the
Let me
Skyweavers?
just see if I can get a good look of the table.
So Josh has not muted himself. No, he's good.
So I'll just. So what we've got a Solitaire, which is just checking to see how far I can move. He's just put that right at the back of the table. So I'm not sure if you can hear me, Adam.
No, I can't really.
Not really. So he's just moved a Solitaire like 1,000,000 inches, and that's pretty much out of line of sight in behind that U-bend.
Yeah, so he's blitzed his Solitaire.
He's blitzed his Solitaire right around the back, so that's pretty much out of line of sight. So he's going super defensive on that guy. So what has he got left to here? He's got a troop on that top right hand. Now, is that a troop or is that?
That's a troop of 2 dudes.
Yeah, so a troop of 2 dudes. He will do his best to hide them, and you can. Oh, I reckon that is a interesting choice with those jet bikes.
I absolutely think that's an interesting choice. He's still going to cap 2 objectives, I think, where he is.
Whoa.
That's actually a big. That's a big 3 inches from that one to the right of him.
No, there is one there. Oh, look, I'm sure they measured it, but
yeah.
This is pretty ballsy. It's pretty ballsy.
It is. With no command points.
Yeah. So what have we got? What have we got in the chat? Army Painter Adam.
That was Adam Abramowitz,
sick.
the best general.
Yep.
He joined us. I think he's gone off to have a shower. I think he's gone for a jog, the crazy human being. He was just texting me before saying he's gone for a jog for the first time in ages and he is hurting. It is 5:30 where he is in the morning, so the dude's got some... He's off to the Louisiana State Championships. They have a lot of heats to get to that, and he's off to I think the heat 1, and he's the reigning champion, so he's doing really well. Also, if you guys have not checked out his podcast, go and do it. It's actually what inspired me to do mine. For those of you who don't know, I do the Game Against the Grain podcast, and he inspired me to do mine. So he's been a good friend to me. We've been chatting, talking.
So the
smack.
question from Paddlepop is, we said bottom right. I'm not sure if he means bottom or top, because
He needs to hide the bottom right. Behind the Raiders, you mean?
You mean behind the Raiders in the bottom right-hand corner?
Or do you mean the bottom left, where he's got literally nothing and there's just a bunch of cards there? 'Cause that's where I thought you should put the Skyweavers.
Yeah, I would put the Skyweavers there.
Look, he's still trying to cap objectives. Like, those troops have gone through objectives. The Skyweaver's still sitting on objectives. Look, doesn't matter, man.
Do you reckon they potentially agreed that this was
last turn?
Last turn.
No, because he's measuring. The Dark Eldar player is measuring.
So.
And he's just moved that Razor Wing.
So what are we? This is.
Did he lose a flyer? The Skyweavers must have killed a flyer. There's one.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Skyweavers killed a flyer, guys. That's actually big.
Jeez.
I'm going to go get an idea of the points.
Oh, you know why he left him there? Because the Flyers couldn't stay there. Exactly. Yeah. I still probably would have hidden them. So yeah, Adam is just doing a confirmation of where the scores are at. It is brutal. But yeah, I'm fairly confident this is... Oh, and yeah, for the record, these guys had chess clocked it. So, yeah. So, they're on turn 5? 42 to 20. Victory points. So, 42 to 20.
The score is 42 to 20, guys.
Okay.
That is an obscene amount of points.
It is...
Absolutely obscene.
Top of turn 5. And looks like Simon is completely out of CP.
Simon's out of CP, and there's only one command point left, which is being held by the Dark Eldar player.
Yeah.
And this is the last turn of the game. They've got 10 minutes left, so and they both know that. And they've been playing at a decent clip.
Okay, so that flyer has gone after the Solitaire.
With the 3+ invulnerable save.
Yep.
It's iffy whether he kills it or not.
So this is what I was saying before. I have no idea why he didn't just hide that those jet bikes.
Yes, because now it would be a non-event if he did. If he had hit those jet bikes out of range, it would have been a non-event. It's not like he needs the extra 1 point. He's already 20 points up. So interesting set of choices by Simon.
Yeah, because this turn could turn Simon's 20-point win into a 20-point loss.
I think it's unlikely he kills the Solitaire with the 1 plane though. 6 shots from Disintegrators.
Yep.
He's got 5 wounds, 3+ invulnerable save.
Oh.
I think it's unlikely.
Yep.
He's got 4 wounds on the Solitaire.
And he survived.
Yeah, he survives. He just survived the Disintegrators.
Okay, so that's game.
And if he just survives the 4 shots from the rifles. And 1 missile.
He's used his last CP to reroll a missile. See if he got that back, and as reroll on the actual missile.
Doesn't win. That's a game. Game over. 20-point win. So he that flyer just failed to kill the Solitaire, which is the only way he had of interacting with that model.
Yep.
So literally, what's going to happen now is whether he
shake hands. Good game.
Yeah, he should have shake hands. But no, you play out the round. This is a serious event. He could get a crap load of points. No, he can't get a crap load of points. He's going to get one. He's going to get two progressive points this turn.
So at best, he kills the unit of Harleys, which he did. So that puts Brennan up to 21.
Yep.
Let's say he kills the unit of jet bikes. It puts him up to 22, and he's holding one objective.
2. He's got 1 here as well.
Or you're going to
he should be. Well, okay, he's done it wrong if he's not.
Yeah. All right. So that put him up to
23.
No, 4.
24. Yeah. 24
right,
to 42.
Which comes back to my previous statement. That is scraping. That is a 19-1.
Yeah. And that's if that Solitaire doesn't jump on 1 objective, which he will last turn.
Yeah, true.
Which is why not.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a line breaker as well, sitting there where he is.
With his flyer. Yeah, which counts that.
No, he doesn't get line breaker. He's got no line breaker.
Okay.
So the Dark Eldar player has made a bit of a faux pas there. He has not got line breaker. He would have easily had the movement to do it. Simon is going to get line breaker where he is. I don't know if he can be on that objective and getting line breaker as well. That is a possibility. See the 3-inch bubble out. He could do within 12 of the board edge. So he could get 2 points there and swing it back to a 20 pretty easy. And that's if the Skyweavers die.
Yep. which they should do.
They should die.
It's fucking shooting gallery.
There's a good chance they should
Fish
die.
in a barrel.
Yeah. Mind you, it depends the order in which he does it. Actually, no, it doesn't. He can see two. He can see 3 models there. There's no way he can take away stuff. So, look, this was actually a really good game to cover, guys. All 3 games have been really good to cover.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we've given you quality content, and we haven't just given you fucking Plague Bearer spam versus Cultist spam. That's when you're just like, nah, I'm out. This wasn't worth it. This wasn't worth our entire day.
He didn't kill the bikes. There's 2 left.
That's it. Game is 20 now. It can't not be a 20 now.
Brutal.
Yeah. You killed the troop.
So you got 1 point from Maelstrom.
Yep.
You got 1 point for a kill point. He's holding 2 objectives.
Should be 2
So
objectives.
he's got 4.
4, so it should be 24. 23, it just said. 23.
23.
Was that correct in 23 points? Yeah, so 23. And Simon's going to get probably 2 objectives and line breaker and put it back to. Well, he's going to be 22 up by then.
Yep.
So yeah, this is a 20 guys. But you know what? This was actually a great fucking game. Like great fucking game.
Quality.
Simon made so many good tactical choices and had to walk that
Oh,
line.
that was a very
between
fine line though. There.
Risk and reward.
See, I personally think there was a couple of times where he was enough ahead. He could have gone defensive.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of points where.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh,
Thanks,
really?
man. Appreciate
Man,
it.
that's actually high praise because those guys are the best at this right now. And those are we're pretty much aspiring to kind of compete with and be as good as.
Yeah, look, there's a number of different streamers out there that are covering tournaments and events. Obviously, there are a lot of tournaments throughout Oz, and throughout the world. So obviously, not everyone can be on at every event.
We've just had a question. So thank you for joining us, dude. Love to have you. So we are actually so new that we have not qualified for the subscriber service yet. So all our videos should be free to watch.
Yep.
Whenever you want, you should just be able to jump on and watch them.
I'm still not sure exactly how long they last for. I think we checked out it was 14 days.
Yeah, they're 14 days unless we highlight them. And
Which
I
we can.
guarantee we're going to
we're going to highlight it.
So,
So yes,
make
this
them
video
permanent.
will be available indefinitely.
Indefinitely, yes.
Well, as long as we can. Yeah. We're still learning a little bit about the specifics of how Twitch works.
So how do you say that? NJ Hive Mind.
Yeah. And to answer your question, Paddle Pop, so the first 2 rounds that we covered, you will be able to re-watch. So it is one long stream for... Oh, God, I'll let you know.
We're probably going on 9 hours. We've been continuously streaming. Yes, thank you. The production quality is better out there. Look, we need to look at our webcam resolution and trying to get the frame rate down so we give you crisp, nice footage of the table rather than the jolting is what you've got. But once we get that, I think we could put ourselves up against anybody quality-wise.
I'm pumped with how we've gone so far. Look at
my mind is blown. I never thought we'd do this well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So,
it's very, very humbling. And thank you for your compliments, guys.
So far we've
Appreciate it.
streamed for 9 hours and 33 minutes. We have 156 unique viewers.
Yep.
It's showing our max viewers was 23, but I know there was 26 at one stage.
26, yeah.
So I'm not sure if these how these stats update, but yeah.
So right now we're looking at literally the last turns of this game. That Solitaire's about to jump out.
What happened to
probably
the jet
jump
bikes?
on an
The jet
objective.
bikes gone?
The jet bikes have pissed off. They're pissed off down to where we thought they were. The bottom left-hand corner.
So they're
right
playing.
here.
They're
They're right
playing.
here.
They're playing as if potentially.
They're playing
turn
if there's
six.
another turn 6.
Okay.
Can we look at what's left in the round? Because I thought there'd be like literally 3 or 4 minutes left.
Well, as I said before, depending on the time. So if we go, there's
They've
4
got 4 minutes
and 30
left.
30
Surely
seconds.
they don't go another turn. Surely they don't.
I
If they go another turn, there is a very good chance Simon gets tabled. Mind you, he's playing. That is the only thing that can see that Solitaire.
Hey, just said,
Cannot
boy,
stay
it's
there.
surely more than 9. It's 9 p.m. and I was watching you at 10:30. Look, it could be going longer. So
It's not counting the breaks.
It is counting the breaks.
Oh, really?
We didn't stop.
That doesn't make sense then.
So
we started at
we started
8:30,
at
I think.
8:30. It's almost.
You know you got 4 minutes left. Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah. So they've just rolled for turn 6 and they are going to turn 6.
It seems like we're doing quite this time. Literally, this is our first time doing this.
Yeah.
We have done this today, and
Yep.
that is it. But thank you so much for that. That is amazing praise. That is so good, dude. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
The janitor?
I hope you're enjoying.
Solid.
Hope you're enjoying.
So I've
So
just actually,
They
hold
have
on
gone
one
to
second.
turn 6, guys. There is 4 minutes. There are 4 minutes left in this round, and they have
Yep.
rolled it, and it's going to a turn 6.
Have they rickrolled it or just rolled it?
So he's got a raider that's going to be able to see those Skyweavers. I doubt there's going to be much more. Maybe one more. Yeah, no.
Rough.
The next one's not going to be able to see him. So he's got one raider to kill
So
two Skyweavers.
also for those interested, Vic versus Mercs. 2 results are in so far. Hayden Mansky got 20 zip against Tyranids, so big win for the janitor Hayden Mansky.
Yep.
And the slaughterer Dean Sinbeck got a 20 zip, so against the Knights.
Nice.
So we've seen him play Knights now twice.
Yeah.
And I said that list could beat Knights.
Which list, sorry?
The Bloodletter Bomb.
Oh yes, absolutely. We said it could. As long as he if his opponent has a gallant, as long as he gets that gallant down.
Sorry, it also depends on what screen units he has.
Yeah,
Because
and
the
how long he
Dragoons
gets
were a
those-
solid screen
Yeah,
unit.
the Dragoons as a screen is fantastic because
Yep.
the horrors can't kill him.
Okay, so what we're seeing now is
Possibly one
A raider.
raider going for the solitaire, and I think that's it.
so that looks like
He's playing for a turn 7
he's
with
playing
those
for a
two.
turn 7.
All right, I'm going to go have a. I can tell you guys. If you wanted to know, just ask.
If you want to know the time, there is 2 minutes and 9 seconds.
9 seconds. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to go have a look at this board state. I need to see where that solitaire is, guys.
Matt Morrisoli lost both of his games. So round 1 he played against Tom White with the Inari list, and Tom's a solid player. I haven't actually had a chat with Morrisoli about how his game went, but yes, he got tabled, not just a 0. He got tabled. He's round 2. I'm actually not 100% certain who was playing. Disco Boy, so we're not playing ITC, we're playing ATC or /ETC rules. So it is natural game or random game turns. So turn 5 you roll for turn 6 and then you roll for turn 7.
Okay, I have some questions about this game and what's happening right now.
Yep.
So you sort of look at that flyer
Yep,
and where it is.
yep. He's hanging over the edge.
Well, firstly, he's hanging over the edge. Secondly, how did he move there?
What do you mean?
See the way he was pointing last turn. I'd love to be able to rewind this because I'm quite sure that's a stretch for it to be there where it is. But never mind. Simon's accepted that, so it's no way that we're not going to.
Look,
he has 2 raiders.
he would have been watching it.
He has 2 raiders that can see the Skyweavers behind there, and they need to kill them both.
Yep. So so in my opinion, Simon needed to play defensively a turn before.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
All right,
He'd
so
still have 4 Skywavers
Tio's
if
just
he
come
did.
past him in the 5-minute warning.
Yeah. So we've got a 5-minute warning on the table. So this will be the last turn of the game. If Simon has a model left, he has
wins.
1 Skyweaver left. And I'm not sure if the Solitaire's dead or not. Yes, I can see the Solitaire. The Solitaire's dead. So Simon has literally 1 Skyweaver left on the board. Okay. He's got 1 blaster.
This is tight.
This is tense as shit, guys.
So this is going to be a
20-point win
40-point
to
swing.
somebody.
It's going to be a 40-point
40-point swing on 1. He has... I think he has a...
Or can be a 40-point swing.
I think that's it.
That's it? He's alive?
Simon.
Or
I'm just going to get the last scores.
no, just pause. Just let him do his thing. Because this is a fucking tight game, and as in time-wise as well.
This is...
So apparently it cut out. So I'm not sure who it cut out for.
Oh no, we didn't say much. You guys still hear us? 5% left. Disco Boy. He's on his phone. He wants to see the end.
That'd be horrendous. All right.
So Simon needs to have his turn, and they got 5 minutes left. So they got under 5 minutes left
Simon's
right now.
trying to work out where he can go.
I don't know if there's anywhere he can go. So I think he's just going to jump out, and get 1 more point, see if the game ends.
What's he armed with? He's got a haywire, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a unit inside that radar.
Yeah.
At this point, you just roll to see if it goes, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh,
He's going to try and see where he can place him. If there's any way he can place him. I don't think there's anywhere he can go. Oh, the Solitaire's still alive.
Solitaire is still alive.
Holy shit, the Solitaire's still alive.
All right. So he's got to work out which direction he goes.
Well, the fly can't stay there now.
No, the fly can't stay there.
It's going straight down.
Yep.
But how can he avoid a raider on each side of him? So surely he just moves so only one raider can see him.
I would assume so. Which means he has to go... Whoa. He can't go down because this guy just goes straight down the line.
Yeah, and he can still see him.
So
he's got to go up to the left.
He needs to...
Of that terrain piece.
I think he's fucked.
So there's a Solitaire inside that upper right terrain piece.
Yep.
And it's pincered on either side. But the bottom right side has a flyer as well as a raider full of dudes.
Yep.
So, of course, he has to go to the top left and try and only take one raider's worth of flight. And look, a 3+ invulnerable save can do some wacky things. I need to get the scores.
Don't.
Leave it.
Sorry.
Just leave it.
Look, I know, guys, that
this
we're
is stressful.
the scores are irrelevant because
it
at
is
this
right
stage,
now. It's a 20 point,
it's a 20
one way or
point
another.
to one player. Basically,
They're about to roll
it
to
goes
see if the
another
game
turn-
goes on. Yeah. Okay, the TO has just called the game. The TO has just called the game is over.
Tio has just called game.
It was 2 minutes left on the TO's clock, and he said that's not reasonable for you guys to go another turn. They did not roll to see if it went on. The TO has just called the game is finished, which I think is reasonable with 2 minutes left. That is a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
What happened? They've just rolled to see if it would have gone another turn anyway.
Simon, would it have gone on?
Would it have gone on? Yeah.
Yeah, same.
My question was...
What was it? It was a 1. So it was ending anyway, guys.
So,
it was over regardless.
So the TO did call the game at time.
Yeah. With 2 minutes left on the clock.
With 2 minutes left on the clock, and Simon...
for the peace of mind of both players,
he rolled the dice.
He rolled the dice to see if it would have gone.
And the game would have stopped.
And the game would have stopped. So it's a definitive end. Either way you try and string it to what was actually an incredible game.
Yep. The actual final score does not do it justice.
Do it justice for how well I think Brendan played that, and how well Simon played that as well.
That was solid. Look, as I said before, I think there was a few things I would have done differently. I would have been playing a little bit more defensively when I was that far ahead.
Yep.
And
see, I would have done the opposite. I would have played aggressively that far ahead. Thinking that it's going to be harder for me to hold on. As soon as he had his turn 2, and Simon saw how hard.
Thanks, Disco Boy. Well, actually, it's not really thanking us. It's really thanking them.
Thank you, them.
Yeah.
But so seriously, as soon as I saw how hard his counterpunch was, because Brendan put out the best counterpunch to that, I would have gone, hey, I have to commit, otherwise I'm going to get tabled.
Yep.
So I would have just had to turn that on his head and at least try to take the planes away. As soon as the planes go, you can start hiding shit wherever you want.
That was brutal.
Wherever you want, man.
All right.
So that was such a savage game.
To give you guys a bit of an update of where the rounds are at.
I'm going to get a final call of that.
All right, you do that. I'll just do a little bit of a wrap up of how the other games are going. So New South Wales versus WA. We've got 5 games completed so far. So 3 scores still yet to go in, which has Andrew Gerard with Knights got a 13-7 against Pete Platel. Then Jake O'Grady with his Knights from WA got a 20-point win against Will. Mitch Byrne got a 20-point win against Max Morrison. And then Jamie Kelly from New South Wales got a 20-point win. Basically, there are 3 20-point wins to WA. There is a 20-point win to New South Wales and 1 game that went 13-7. We still have 3 more games to come into that score, being Matt Ed versus Christopher Wright. That'll be probably a nail-biter. Travis Kirk versus Jason Collins. This round is not over. Although that being said, it is looking pretty
pretty in favour of WA. If we jump into Vic versus the Mercs, fuck, that's done and dusted. Look, there's still one game to go, but at this stage there is 5 20-point wins to Vic, being Mansky with playing Knights, Daniel Martin playing Astra Militarum, Jeremy Martino playing Yanari, Dean Sinbeck playing Bloodletter Bomb, and Matt Morrisoli finally on the board gets a 20-point win with his T-Suns, which left Tim Rosenberg getting he got 0 to 20 against Robert Horton, so it was Tau v Tau. And Dave Umana got a 0 to 20 against Chaos Demons. But while there is still one score to go, Vic have already got 100 battle points, and so they've won the round. Yeah. It's just about now how big they've won the round.
So the final scores of that game, the Dark Eldar player, 27 points. Most of those kill points, from what we've said. And Simon, the Harley player, 46. So it's a 19-1.
Ouch.
It's not a 20.
Oh, he did actually...
19-1, he got a point out of it.
Look, I don't think that's actually enough to affect the results.
Oh, so New Zealand's still taking them?
So there's still... So Queensland, New Zealand's only 3 games actually entered.
Okay.
And all of them were 20 zips to Queensland. So that'll be a 19 as well. So that's big
pretty
wins.
Much decided.
Unless all other 4 games end up 20 zips the other way.
That's a draw.
Yeah. So Queensland have drawn the round at a minimum. With 4 wins. Yep.
So that game ended with the Skywave on 2 wounds.
Yeah.
And the Solitaire only dropped 1 wound.
Jeez.
Solitaire had 4 or 5 left. So, so if it goes to turn 7, and that one Raider is the only thing that gets to shoot at that Solitaire, it's pretty conceivable that he doesn't get wiped.
Yep. So Queensland are going to win this round. New South Wales... it's tight. The WA is going to win theirs. So WA is going to... apologies. WA have already won their round. Let me just double check some of those scores. Yeah, WA have already won their round.
Are you starting to see cross-eyed? I am. You stared at screens all day.
Alright, so... Yeah, look, it's been fucking super close with a couple of these. It's, I'm not actually sure at this stage who's going to take out... at the end of day 1, I think WA might be on top.
Yep.
Followed by Vic. Yeah, that looks like what it's going to be, but we'll just keep an eye on that and keep you guys informed as we go. Alright, so just checking a few of these things. 320. You want to just chat for a sec?
Sorry, guys. Alright, so... Wow, what a game, what a game, what a game. Okay, what's... Mantanello, what has been the standard archetype of the event you've seen so far? Look, Knights are pretty dominant.
Yep.
Knights are pretty dominant. Yunari is... I'd say Eldar Soup is quite dominant. To be honest, I'm not quite sure if Dark Eldar is doing that well, but actually, sorry, I'll take that back. There is a list here with 8 Talos in it, 7 or 8 Talos in it. And to be honest, I look around at the other armies here and I don't see much, if anything, that's going to beat that list. That list is ferociously good.
Yep.
So that Haiti Mansky went against that list in the last game, and he put 3 Knights into a unit of 3 Talos.
And bounced.
He bounced. He didn't kill one Talos, guys, with 3 Knights. And then he just got demolished. Talos are so undercosted and overpowered. They're like the ultimate platform for any problem solving. The Horde lists, yes, they actually don't do too bad against the Horde lists because, funnily enough, the bastards can fly. So they go in, mulch, jump out, shoot. And when they jump out, they shoot and jump out through your lines and kill all your support characters.
Yep.
I've seen it happen before. It'll happen again. It's insane what they can do.
Yep.
So, yeah, a lot of the time it's so crazy. And a lot of the time these guys will be backed by 3 Flyers and 3 Dizzy Ravagers. And so their shooting output is significant as hell as well.
Yep. So Team Vic are going to finish the day on 2 wins, 1 loss.
Yep.
And while not all the scores are in, they're going to be 290 plus battle points. Team Mercs are currently on 2 wins with 250 battle points. Team WA are on 2 wins on 177 battle points. New South Wales are on 1 win, 228 battle points. And Queensland most likely going to win this round, which will put them on 2 wins. And probably, look, hard to call the points just yet, but it'll be around that sort of low to mid 200s. So you're going to end up with 4 teams on 2 wins at the end of day 1. So no clear standout teams currently. It is worth pointing out though, WA has the easiest day 2.
Yes, they've played the other 2 good teams already. So they played Queensland, they played Vic.
Vic will be playing New Zealand next in the bottom of tomorrow.
Yep.
And they'll and look, you know, I have got New Zealand captain standing right in front of me, but look, it's looking like that they're not doing that. They're doing that, and they're not doing that great this year. And
but
so that's a strong win.
It's the first year for the majority of their players.
It is. They've also got a couple of local boys filling some spots.
Yep.
And then we finish the event rolling into Queensland. And Queensland, well, depending on how they want to play, like they lost to the Merc team, but then they beat WA.
Yep.
So it's anyone's guess.
This is anyone's,
who we're going to see.
Anyone's event. This is so poised to be a cracker day 2. I'm fucking pumped. Master Strider. Look, the crazy thing about Drukhari, it's the codex is just the best codex I think G-Dub's made since the 4th edition Chaos Codex. It's so complete. You can make an army that doesn't die. You can make an army that outshoots you, or you can make an army that's faster than everything else. They can literally do the 3 main things that you need to win a game, they can do in the same army, which is insane.
Psychic phase.
Yeah, they don't need it. Why do you need the Psychic phase? They've got some of the best stratagems in the game.
Yeah, true.
True. They don't need it. But yeah, Psychic phase. That's the one thing they don't do. But then they could just ally in the Psychic phase with Yunari and...
So have we actually got the final score of that game? I know you said it, but...
It's a 19-1.
Let's have a peek. So, no, it's 20-zip.
It is?
Yeah, it was...
my apologies, guys. I got that wrong.
It was 46 to 27 battle points.
I assumed that was a...
So this is a
comprehensive
victory. Yeah. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 20-point wins to Queensland. Brian Lakeland letting the team down with only a 16-point win. And Dineth, his score hasn't been entered yet. I'm unsure how he's gone.
That's
But yes, it is a comprehensive win to Queensland, which could put them going to day 2 either first or second. Yeah, because they'll have enough battle points to put them near the pointy end. But we will wait and see how that goes.
Apart from that, guys, I think we're done.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're cooked. I'm cooked.
Put a fork in me. I'm done.
Yeah. You haven't too long.
Game end, turn 6.
So good. Yes, there's no way that you buy 20, there's no way you buy 9 of those monopose Dark Eldar grotesques. Who wants to see 9 of those on the same table? No, they look dumb as shit. You get yourself some Crypt Horrors, some Crypt Flayers, some Crypt Ghouls. That kit has enough bits to mix and match now that you make all of them look different and unique.
Yep.
Get some Ogre Kingdoms, get some Chaos Spawns, smash them all together. You can make some awesome looking shit.
So question is, what time are we on tomorrow? So we'll be kicking off 8:30 a.m. WA time, which for those on the East Coast, which is where the question was coming from, that will be 10:30 a.m.
Yes.
We'll also be doing a number of live streams on our Facebook page, Down Under Network. So feel free to head over to there to see some of the live content as we get a little messy.
Yeah, so going out for dinner tonight with everybody.
The production quality will not be the same as this. It will be messy, no doubt.
We're getting a little loose.
A little loose. Loosey-goosey. So for those playing at home, Thursday just gone, so a couple of days ago, was my birthday. So we're going to tear this town
A new one. But anyway, I think we're out, guys. I think we're out. Thank you so freaking much for joining us. I can't tell you guys enough how much it means to me to actually have, it means to both of us to actually have people watching.
Really appreciate
We
it.
thought we'd be talking into the void.
Yeah,
Like,
and
just
really
into the
appreciated the chats.
Yeah, guys, really good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what's made this work is the banter between
Absolutely.
you guys and us. And fingers crossed we can continue to be awesome.
Yes.
And until next time, we will see you tomorrow.
Mwah.
Peace.
Thank you so much, boys. And girls.
And girls. All right, let me just... I can update a couple of little things here.
So we're off.
So we will be in shortly. So start tomorrow.
Good night. Take care. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. Treat yourselves. Be kind to yourselves.
30.
Be kind to your ladies, your partners, your boyfriends, girlfriends, kids.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever floats your boat. Tell everybody and tell all your friends about us tomorrow. Tell them how good today
And
was.
please, please, please hit that follow.
Hit that follow, guys.
If
We
you
need to get
haven't
to 50 follows.
Yep, hit that follow
Yeah.
ASAP.
And we get monetized.
Peace.
Thank you so much.